What's up, my beautiful people on YouTube? Okay, so I'm starting my stream a little early, so I'm going to give y'all guys a few minutes to get into the chat room before I start jumping in to all the craziness that I've been seeing on the internet tonight. I see Scotty B. Pimpin is in the room, so jump in the chat, say hello when you come in so I know you're here. Today, I'm going to be talking about Summer Wells. Y'all remember that little girl went missing? Con artists, scammers. Oh my. Okay. Oh my. Christmas time. What's up, Mo? Beautiful Sunflower. Lane, Nessie, Boo. Regina. Good to see you guys. Um, Good morning, Dolly in chat. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab my phone because I want to play something off my phone for you guys. And because I'm not in my studio because PJ is asleep and I'm trying not to wake her up. Why am I still awake? I do not know, but give me 1 second. Okay. So I've been watching all this stuff that has been going down with Cam and Allie, right? Because you remember a while back, Cam had some pictures, and if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, cracking cases. Remember they were really big involved in the Summer Wells case from way back in the very beginning. Cam was a part of it. Remember, he's one of those people that signed that non-disclosure agreement with Tim Mullins. I never trusted the dude from that point, right? As soon as I heard he had signed some paperwork not to talk, I was like, okay, you can't be trusted. Dolly called it, right? Dolly called it. So, just a while back, we found out that he was coming online, tore up from the floor up. Okay. I mean, just clearly on drugs. People were calling him on it. Hey, man, dude, you need to get clean. You need to get in rehab. And he was just like constantly saying he wasn't on drugs. So, of course, it comes out he's on drugs. Now he's saying he's in some rehab program, but basically he's in a hotel room high as shit. Okay. So, White Boy Radio, this dude with his peanut head, he had him on his show tonight. Now, I wish I could just play it, but I can't because I ain't in the studio, so I can't really screen share. Um, and I don't see Dumpling anybody in the room that could pop up here and share it for me. So I'm going to play it on my phone for you guys that haven't heard it. But he is clearly under the influence, but that ain't the problem. So he ripped this lady off some money, okay? And when I mean rip this lady off some money, I ain't talking about, $100, $200, $300. I'm talking about he ripped this lady off over $17,000. I couldn't believe it. So this man was spending hellacious money on drugs. So the lady that had gave this money to uh Cam and Allie to try to help them, people do that. They try to help you out. But there comes a point to where you're taking advantage of people. Okay. And I thought he was taking money from Tim Mullins too. Like there's a lot of this hush money kind of thing that goes on in the Summer Wells case. Cheeky Chops, Dolly, you're up. I'm up, right? So last night, I went to see the fights. They were really terrible. The fights sucked pretty much. So I kept going out to smoke. And when I was out smoking, I was just catching up on, the whole Cam and Alley thing. And they look terrible and sound horrible. So like I said, White Boy Radio has the receipts for the money that the lady had given to Cam and Allie. But here's the thing. It makes it sound like she was giving them the money. Okay. Now I don't know if Cam and Allie were saying, hey, we'll pay you back, we'll pay you back. But apparently they didn't pay none of this money back. And I mean, she spent $5,000 on Cam's lawyer. She spent $2,000 on Allie's lawyer, gave them $1,500 to move. I was like, wow. And they were just blowing her up to get money after money, needed money for like the gas. And she was just completely taking care of Cam and Allie. So she gets to the point where this lady lives on a fixed income and she's actually tapping into her credit, okay, to give money to Cam and Allie. I want to let you guys know, guys, if you're on a fixed income and can't give it to me, I'm going to love you all the same. Don't break into your credit cards to super chat Dolly, okay? Don't do that. But this lady was going into her credit, and taking money out of her credit cards because she don't have that much money and giving it to them, which was, look, people, but they played on this, crying tour. So, what do they call that on the internet? Sad fishing? Sad fishing, I guess is what they say it is. But crying, calling her, telling her all these sob stories, and she just felt like she would help them, and then she would tell them she wouldn't help them, and this is where things get a little weird because if you help somebody and then you're like, look, I can't help you no more, and then they're like, please, 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 and then you're like, okay, well, let me help you again, okay, and then you help them again. It's like kind of like feeding the cat, because then when you tell them no, they don't think you're serious. They're like, well, she told me no last time, and I did a little begging and I got it. So when this lady tells Cam that he can't have any more money, he literally calls her 300 times. Okay. That is crazy. And I was just listening to this stuff and how bad this man is on drugs. And it's at the point where, look, I have a lot of friends I have lost to drugs, and I've seen it. And I've seen like the levels of it, how bad you are on it, and before you're dead. Okay. And I hate to say it, these people ain't far from being in the ground. They really, really definitely need some help. And when I say help, I don't mean by giving them money, because then all you're gonna do is help them get to the dope man. Best YouTube channel in the damn game, says Madonna, been a member for 11 months. Yeah, but when I seen that they had got this lady for this much money, I felt bad for her, and I'm just thinking, wow, you shouldn't have been so foolish to do things. But I get it. You try to help people that you think of good people, but people have been calling it. People have been calling it for months that they were on drugs. They're on drugs. They're not acting right, and it's gotten bad. It has gotten real bad. So I want to share something with y'all today. So I'm getting off the interstate, and I live in the city, the hood, and I'm driving through the hood, and you know what I see? A coyote. Okay, in the city, in the hood. Okay, where the fuck did that come from? Okay, so I knew people would think I was crazy. Okay, Dolly, you didn't see a coyote in the hood, and I'm thinking, okay, so I stopped the car and PJ videotaped it. Okay, because I know I was like, Is that we driving the road?" I was like, "Oh, PJ, that's a fucking coyote, okay? We in the city in the hood. That ain't no dingo. That ain't no wild dog. That's a fucking coyote, right?" So you know me, I gotta pull up, start the car. The damn thing runs right almost up to the car, right? I'm like, but you can tell it was a coyote. That's the first time I've ever seen a coyote in real life and in the city in the hood. Okay, make sense. So we get back to the crib. PJ's Miss Google everything, and apparently there's been a batch of coyotes that have been moving into this area of Virginia, and they've been catching them. But I seen one just like a few hours ago, right? And I'm thinking, okay, so I come in and she's looking it up and it was like a news reported them catching a coyote in Norfolk. Okay, and I live right near Norfolk, downtown Norfolk, and I was like, okay, well they got damn coyotes in downtown. There ain't even a tree. Where do they live? Right? They live in a damn. Where the hell do the coyotes live? Right? So, but anyway, moral of the story is when I got off the exit in the hood, there was a damn coyote in the street. Do you get dingoes in the USA? I thought that was an Australian thing. I just said dingoes. I don't know. You ain't supposed to have coyotes in the hood when you live in the city. Okay, when you walk outside, you don't think you're gonna see a fucking coyote. Okay, that shit. I think mountains and how and shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't think I'm thinking boys in the hood. I ain't thinking coyotes in the hood. Like damn Animal Kingdom out this bitch. For real. So they're warning people, when you let your pets out, make sure that you go out with your pets because coyotes will attack your pets, kill your pets. And when it was saying it, Lolo's, my little chihuahua, her eyes got all big and she looked at me like she understood it. It was weird. Lolo's a smart dog. She was like, they eat animals. Huh? What? You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep an eye on Lolo when I let her out because I live near the woods and I literally just seen a coyote a block from my house. So crazy as that sounds, I thought I was tripping at first, and I was like, PJ, get it on video, get it on video. So she got it. So I'll post a video of the damn coyote walking through the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was leaving the dope man's house or what he was doing, but he was just kicking it down the street. I was like, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in the hood. Okay, that's the first time I've ever seen a damn coyote walking down the road. I was like, don't let a dingo eat your baby. That is exactly right. So anyway, let me see if I can pull this video up on my phone. And this is from Cam. Oh shit. Here we go.
It sucks, man. And you know what? No, but I know that there's a blessing on the other side. And
Can y'all
I
hear that?
appreciate Danny more than she could ever know. And I love her. And like we got really close. So when I got that message out of nowhere, it kind of broke my heart. Because you said yourself, Danny, many times, you said you didn't ask me for whose fault is it when you want cigarettes and I send you 300. I never, and you offered to pay for our lawyers, and I was so, I was like,
Okay, so he would need cigarettes, right? And Miss Danny, which is the lady that loaned him this money, well, not loan him the money because it don't sound like she loaned it to him. She was giving it to him. He needed cigarettes, and she sent him $300. I need Miss Danny as a friend. Damn, my friend would have been like, he would have shorted me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of $300 to get some cigarettes. How many damn cigarettes was he getting? That is crazy. $300 to get a pack of cigarettes.
God is for real helping, and I knew He was blessing us through you.
God helping. Damn, he must be $300 to get you some cigarettes. Good Lord. I don't know what kind of cigarettes you smoke. Now, I quit smoking 2 years ago, but if anybody's out there giving $300 a pack up, I'll start smoking again. Okay? Everybody want to give me $300 for a pack of cigarettes? I'm just playing. I would not smoke a cigarette for $300 right now. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to. I'm trying to keep my lungs fresh for this next blunt that I smoke. But Cam is clearly effed up. Okay? Can y'all hear this?
But why would you say you need a team of lawyers after that you guys each?
Bro, I asked for prayer. That was before she even paid for that. When I did that, I was asking for prayer for lawyers at that point. She hadn't paid for them.
Did you make a short note saying you guys need a team of lawyers?
We asked for prayer that something would happen. Yeah, that was way before that she even went through and offered to help us with lawyers.
You said you were getting together a team of lawyers.
Yeah, that's my law.
That's what you said.
Yeah, you hired them. They remember my lawyer.
And you
Do you remember that?
you were going to go to prison. And what happens to child abusers in prison?
They get killed. And that's what I said. I'm not a child abuser, and you know that. That's what hurt.
Okay, so he's calling this lady up, and I guess they call this shit sad fishing on the internet. You know, and he's crying to her that if he goes to prison, that accused of child abuse, that he will get killed in prison. Okay, and he don't want to die. Well, here's the thing. If you don't want to go to prison for abusing your child, don't abuse your child. Okay? Don't simp for people that are bad people. And when I say simp for people, you know who Cam and Allie were simping for? They were simping for the Wells. Okay? They were working for the Wells. They most likely, and I almost guarantee you this because Tim Mullins was paying Benny Keys. That Tim Mullins also probably paid Cam and Allie to spread misinformation in the Summer Wells case. Okay? Remember all that crusade he did about the footprint and they couldn't have did it. There's proof to this, and it was all just to push people away from pointing the finger at Don and Candace Wells. So I've never trusted Cam and Allie. I've been saying it from the get. Everybody that was up on them hill in the very beginning, you can't trust none of them. You can't. They suspect to me because if you can't walk away from that hill and tell what you've seen and done, like what do you think when I went up there if they would have said, Dolly, you got to sign this non-disclosure agreement? I'd have been like, F you and your hill, I won't even come up there. You know? But these people agreed to come up there, whatever information they obtained while they were there, not share it. You know, and to me, that's signing into a legal contract with people. So why would you need to do that if there was nothing to hide? Okay. And now look at everybody that was up there. BK, drug addict. Cam and Allie, drug addict. And look at all the people that have scammed money off the back of Summer Wells. Before I even got into true crime, as soon as I got here, the first thing I heard was they stole thousands and thousands off of billboards, signs, all kinds of crazy stuff, just exploiting the shit out of this little girl to steal money. Now, when I got here, most of the people that had did all the really, really crooked stuff were gone. Okay, you know, they kind of took that money and ran. I guess there was just a few of them left. Your BKs, your grimy that the lady, what is it, Cher, right? That supports every baby killer in the country. Okay, everybody that hurts their kid, she is like their number one ally. Okay, I don't know why that is, lady. I don't know what the hell is in the water in Canada, but you got people like this, Tiffany Marie. These people, okay, coming out with the craziest shit just to figure out a way to keep it going, okay? And you can't believe nothing any of these damn people say, okay? So let's get back to a little bit of this. You know, here's the thing. If you give somebody you clearly know that's on drugs money thinking they're going to do the right thing, you have to learn, at some point, you have to learn this lesson. Scotty B. Pimpin is a new member. That's all Dolly wants for Christmas this year is you guys to become members. So everybody that's hitting me up and like, Dolly, what can we get you for Christmas? Where can we send you a Christmas gift? I tell you where you can send it. You can hit that join button, and if you're already a member, give a membership to somebody else. That's all Dolly want for Christmas this year. That and somebody else's two front teeth. Okay. Let's get back into this.
Hurt me because you believed in me, and you some days like I didn't even want it to even try anymore, and you would call and help me. I called you and talked to you for advice on many occasions.
But wait a minute, she helped you, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying she didn't. Well, how is anybody getting that?
How is this her fault though? Because
I never said anything.
I didn't even have. There was like almost $17,000 she gave you.
Bro, I did not ask her for any. We were hurting, and the only time I asked her was to move because I was evicted and we were going to lose all of our shit. I said, because she offered to buy us a trailer. Offered. I didn't ask.
Okay.
That. She said, if you can find one.
Here's my thing. When she gave him the first thousands of dollars to move, okay, he didn't move. When she gave him the money to get a trailer so they can move, and they didn't do that, and they bought the lawyers, at what point did she think that they were doing the right thing? And then if they were, why would they still be asking her for money? And who just gifted 5 memberships? Oh, that is awesome of you. April P. Merry Christmas to you, April P. And make sure if you got a membership from April P, you thank her. Okay. That is super awesome of you. Here's the thing. Say I was in a jam and I came to one of you guys and I was like, Dolly needs some money. Okay, which I wouldn't do that. But if I did, and I was like, hey, I really need this and I'll pay you back, I would pay you back, right? Now, if you was just like, Dolly, cash at me $50, okay? I don't think I got to pay you that back, okay? I'm thinking you give me that for the entertainment, hanging out, you know. Now, if I asked you for it, of course, I think I should have to pay that back. Now, most of the time, if somebody was to offer me a gift that's that expensive, like they would say, hey, I'm going to pay for your lawyer, I'd be like, man, I can't do that because I can't afford to pay you back. You know, I would make it clear, hey, I can't give this back to you, you know? And usually most people, like when people tell me that, I'll be like, no, this is don't worry about it. Just take care of what you need to take care of. And then they come to you and be like, I want my money back, when they get mad at you. Now, I do believe when you're asking for money, and it's like what they're saying is, you bum money, you made this lady feel sorry for you. So she would give you money, and that's really like give you money at that she didn't have. And that's a scary thing because I don't never want anybody up here to go without because you gave me $10. Okay. I'd rather you have the $10. You know what I'm saying? If I was starving, I'd borrow $10 from somebody, you know what I'm saying? Than to reach into your social security and be like, here's $10, Dolly. That could go somewhere, to your life because you ain't got much. I know times are fucking tight. Everybody ain't got money to give like that. Some people have abundance of money. They can afford to come up and hang out with a YouTuber and be like, man, I was entertained. Here's $20. Some people ain't got it like that. I get it. Candace, what did you do to Summer? Now, there's a million theories of that out here. And I don't know what she did with that baby. We ain't giving up though, because 2024 is kicking in. I still ain't gave up my search for Summer Wells yet, It's getting to be what I think considered as a really cold case. I mean, I don't know how many years got to go by before you consider something cold, but nothing's changed in 2 years. Nothing. Seems pretty damn cold to me. Like, you got a plate of food sitting on the table for 2 years. That should be pretty cold when you ate it. So, it's turning into a cold case, which is sad. And that's just one of those things. Will it ever be solved? Kind of. Is Don and Candace the perfect criminals? Are they masterminds, or is it just the heels don't talk? They have eyes, but the heels don't have a mouth. And what goes on in them heels stays in them heels. So, Summer's case is cold as ice, says Mike. I believe so. And you look in the beginning of it and how many people you had out there throwing out misinformation. I feel bad for Cam and Allie that they're hooked on drugs, right? That's terrible. Make better decisions with your life. But what I am mad about is them spreading all that misinformation in the beginning when I knew it was all bullshit. I knew they were working for Tim Mullins, okay? And you got to get your money somewhere, somehow. I get it. But taking blood money like that, and Benny Keys was proud of it. He even called himself Blood Money Benny Keys. He didn't have no problem taking that blood money, but in the end, it comes back and gets you. Karma gets you. Life starts to get bad for you. Them drugs creep up, and people that do bad shit, hey, you make bad decisions in life, bad shit's coming for you. BK, he probably gonna get locked up. Cam, you dude, I just pray you don't die. I hope you watch this video, to be honest, and get yourself some help, man. My friend Twiz was in the same condition you're in right now when I seen him, and then a week later he was dead. Okay? The same condition. You don't look no different and acting exactly like he was acting. And that's sad to see. Because you just remember what last year or the year before last, I lost like 4 or 5 of my friends back to back to back to back. And some of them wasn't even in as bad a condition as Cam and Allie is now. In this video, I've been playing, there's a point where he goes to wake up his old lady. Look, she's not getting up. She's like, and it's hard. We're gonna finish playing it. But people out there, if you want to help these people, look, I hate to say this. I know everybody needs money. Don't give them no money right now. Okay. If they need a hotel room or something, call the hotel room. If you feel that sorry for them, and book it. But don't give them no cash. Okay. Don't give them no cash. Drug addicts don't need money. That's their worst enemy is money. And the scary thing about that is you don't give them money, then they're gonna be out stealing. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you go down that road that they chose, it is a living nightmare. I don't know many people that walk that path and come back off of it. That's just the truth. I can count at least 10 of my friends that are dead right now in the last 5 years. They walked down that path. They never came back. So, oh no, buffering. I hope that ain't the case. I hope they find her some abducted kids can be found years later. Girls of the Valley. You know what the problem is? There's no sign of a kidnapping. The police have said that from the very beginning, that there's no sign of a kidnapping. So this is not a little girl that's been kidnapped. I know that's sad to say. This is a little girl that something has been covered up. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Like, and I've been there. I've been to the house. If I told you how to get there and you didn't have GPS, you couldn't find it. Like, you can't even see it. I've been there multiple times to the house and didn't even know where the house was at because you can't see it. Certain times of the year you can see it, but when she went missing, you couldn't. So it ain't like a stranger went up to the house and kidnapped little some Wells. And then we hear all these horrible stories about the family, even Candace, Don, both of them having predatory behavior. And I ain't gonna say that they're predators because I don't want to put that on, especially like Christmas time. But I'm definitely gonna say they have some predatory behavior. And both of them, all the things Don's been accused of, and things he's done, like breaking in the house and stealing panties and stuff like that. Candace with the young boys. Now, look, I know a lot of people like to give women a pass, right? But if you a predator, you a predator. Don't matter if you're a man. Don't matter if you're a woman. It don't matter if you're transgender. If you're a predator, you're a predator. Okay, so I hate see people give women free passes like that. No, it ain't no different. You're just as bad. Sometimes worse. Okay. Yeah, I think because it's so much more easier, I think, to take advantage of a guy, because we just idiots, we don't know no better. I think females are just naturally smarter. So I think sometimes when there's female predators, it's a little bit worse. So some of you old women out there that are taking advantage of little young guys, y'all are terrible. Okay, y'all are terrible. Yeah. So like I said, and then you got that situation going on down there, and this ain't like some, some really. Let's just say I don't want to pick on them because they're poor, okay? Because that's just not right. But this ain't some upper class family that lived a good life and got good jobs and went to college and all these things that you see some of the more successful families do. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to look at the whole picture. Like, I don't believe it. I know some of the stuff they do is for show, right? And even when I met them, they said that they wanted to change people's perception of them on the internet. But I think people's original perception of you is what y'all are. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to change what you are, it's a show. Okay? I don't come up here and try to be somebody different than I am, right? Because then that would be fake. That wouldn't be real. That'd be a show. People do tell me all the time they enjoy the show. I'm thinking, that wasn't a show. That's real. Sometimes it's a show when I'm joking and playing. Then I'm just putting on a show. Um, like today, I'm just talking real with you. Drugs are horrible and bad. Like, I know coming up here making this video, it's like you don't kick people when they're down. You don't. But at the same time, you have to let people know, hey, dude, you're gonna die, dude. You know how long you wanna? Well, I'll tell you, like my heart doctor told me, how long you wanna live? Because the life you living, you ain't living that long. Same thing the heart doctor told me, right? Like, hey, keep smoking, keep partying, keep doing these things. You ain't gonna live that long. I quit smoking that same well later that day. I quit smoking. So I was like, okay, that's just cigarettes. I don't do hard drugs, right? So, and I know that it's in your mind. You know what I'm saying? But once you choose to make them horrible decisions to go, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this. You, the devil don't let go. The monkey, he grabs onto you, and everybody thinks they have willpower until your willpower is tested. And then we find out quick, people don't got the willpower. They think, oh, I can quit at any time, right? I can do this once. I won't never do it again. Some people just really have, hey, Paula, bye, Paula, addictive personalities, right? In certain aspects of my life, I have an addictive personality. I do the same things all the time. I go to the same places to eat. I do the same things over and over again. And when I like something, I keep doing it. So I'm probably not one to be messing with hard drugs. I might like it. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a person that knows you have a addictive type of personality that, things you enjoy that you constantly do it. Like I'm almost predictable. I do the same things all the time. I go to the same places to eat. I have the same basic routine, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to add no bad stuff into it because once you get into a routine, it's hard to break that routine. Even cigarettes, the addiction to nicotine, some say it's just as hard to kick as heroin, okay? Um, is a nightmare, okay? So I know about the coming this nicotine. I can only imagine you on some drugs that make you sick coming off of it. Cigarettes coming off of the worst, you're gonna be as cranky and irritable as shit. Coming off them drugs, you're gonna be deathly sick. And some things you can't go cold turkey off of. There's a couple things you can't. If you're a severe alcoholic, you can't just quit drinking. You'll die. If you're a severe heroin addict, you can't just quit doing heroin. You'll die. Trying to kick it, which is sad. So that's why they wean these people off of drugs. That's why you see Cam saying, "Well, I ain't on drugs. I go to the methadone clinic Okay. If you knew anybody that's a junkie, when they go take methadone, okay, it's just enough for them to not get sick. It's not enough to make you high. Okay. I had friends that were going through methadone clinics. They didn't come out all, yeah, like they just did a fix. They came out where they wasn't sick. They wasn't throwing up. They didn't have the shakes. It was just enough for them to be like, take me to the dope man. You know what I'm saying? But it was, it wasn't enough to get them tore up like that. So when he's sitting up there high in the middle of the night, you can't say, well, that's from the methadone clinic, okay? Because I ate some methadone, so no, dude, you're on drugs, bro. Like, I've been saying it for a while. A lot of content creators get up here and think you people are fucking stupid as a box of rocks. Like people on the internet, they at the internet, that means they have no sense. And they play that like I can't believe it. Like I think completely opposite. I think people are smart as hell. Y'all have seen this shit. Y'all have lived this shit. Y'all have seen it play out 1,000 times, especially because our crowd is an older crowd. Like you're not the first drug addict we've seen. You won't be the first sad story that we have to tell. Okay? You up there in like I've had to tell so many stories about friends dying. Your story's gonna be just as sad as that. And that's terrible. And it could be prevented. It could be prevented. You need help, that is for sure, Cam. Your girlfriend needs help. She almost sounded like she was dead tonight. I was actually concerned. I was like, oh shit. He's shaking this woman. She's not waking up. She's not like, I mean, she is just totally whatever she's out on, like, you need to keep her awake for about 6 hours, make sure she don't die. Okay. Stuff like that to me is super sad. Um, and like I tried so hard with my friend Twiz, Stevo, me and Stevo. Stevo's dead now too. Like they just found Stevo dead. What? That's sad as shit too. That was one of my best friends. Me and Steve would sit with Twiz and beg him, beg him, beg him, and he would tell us, "Man, I'm gonna die. I can't stop. I can't stop." And he died, and Steve died. So my whole crew gone. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody understands death and people dying around you and the condition of people before they go to the next, I've seen it. Okay, too many times. I don't like seeing it. I hate it. I've lost so many friends like that. I know in 1 year alone, I went to 6 or 7 funerals, like just back to back. Boom, this friend dead. Boom, this friend dead. This friend, like I was telling PJ, I was like, my whole crew is gone. I was just naming the couple people that were left. I was like, I had a whole crew. I mean, a whole crew. They gone. You know, and it tells you here, I don't do drugs. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? What's the different equation? These people were younger than me, healthier than me, probably could have outran me, but they're dead. It is drugs. If you watch everybody around you do drugs and die, why would you do it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Especially these hard drugs, like in these super addictive drugs. The worst stuff is to me is like I think the junkie epidemic is worse than the crack epidemic in the 90s. Okay, yeah, you might have got your TV stolen off your wall in the 90s, okay? But your loved ones wasn't dropping dead every 15 minutes, okay? Just think about that. Would you rather have your cousin Pookie locked up because he done stole a microwave, or would you rather be going to Pookie's funeral? It's like it's different. I think it's worse. Um, I'd rather see people get locked up for smoking crack than go to the graveyard for doing heroin. And that's what it's come to. I don't smoke, never have. Well, it's hard to quit. Okay, I quit. I'm glad I did. I breathe a lot better. I don't breathe the best because I still smoke them blunts. But far as cigarettes, I was smoking 2 packs a day. Right, so and that was on a slow day. You've lost a lot of people too? Yeah. All right, let's go through this because I want to let you guys see this. I almost wish I was in the studio so I could just play it, but we're going a little bootleg tonight because I don't want to disturb PJ. She looks like she's sleeping good too. And she was really cool and was really cool at the fights tonight with me. And the fights sucked. You know what I'm saying? They were terrible. And she took it like a trooper. So I'm going to let her be peacefully and try not to disturb her. So I can't be in the studio like sharing the screen and any of that. Do any of you guys know how to screen share? I could have just pulled one of y'all up.
That's what hurt me because you believed in me, and you some days like I didn't even want it to even try anymore, and you would call and help me. I called you and talked to you for advice on many occasions.
But wait a minute, she helped.
Okay. I hate to keep pausing. Y'all see his jaw? Now, here's my thing. I ain't an expert on heroin, okay? But usually when I see that jawbone moving like that, I usually think people are on meth. Now, listen, so it's weird. Like I was explaining this to somebody today, and like drug addicts are different. Like I've had friends that like coke, you know what I'm saying? I've had friends that like heroin, different drugs. Um, and then I had friends that liked any drugs, right? They were like an equal opportunity drug addict. They wasn't just a junkie. They wasn't just a crackhead. They were all of it combined into one. That's kind of how my buddy Twiz was. He just, whatever drug. Okay. If you just walked up to him and said, man, I got this new drug, that he'd be on it. Okay. He just did not care. So you got people like that. I think this dude might be on a combination of drugs. He seems a little jacked up. His wife seems a little down. Okay. These cats might be like, I hate to say it, John Belushi. I think they speedballing a little bit. Just my opinion. You just look at his jaw. You see his girl pass the hell out. He's sweating grease. Okay. He just literally looks like he's fucking greasing up. And his movements erratic. He's tweaking. He's literally fucking tweaking. And if he's a junkie, how is he tweaking? Okay, that don't make any sense. He would have to be like what I would call what my buddy Twiz. He's on all whatever drugs he can get. That's what it looks like to me.
You man,
I'm not saying she didn't. Well, how is anybody getting that?
How is this her fault though? Because
I never said anything.
I didn't even have. There was like almost $17,000 she gave you.
Bro, I did not ask her for any. We were hurting, and the only time I asked her was to move because I was evicted and we were gonna lose all of our shit. I said, because she offered to buy us a trailer. Offered. I didn't ask that. She said, if you can find one, I'll pay for it. I said, no, let's save you some money if you just help me get a Penske truck to move my shit before they take it. That's what happened. Is that not right, Danny?
No, that's not right.
You said that.
You could get for $3,000.
Yes. Right. And they sold it. And those, right? Those people. Do what?
You just told a completely different story than she did.
Dude, I'm just saying she offered to help buy it. Like, there's been so many houses and details that fell through and all the shit that's going on in my life. Sorry if I fucking didn't get it word for word. You know what? I don't know what am I supposed to prove? Thank you for helping me. Thank you for offering to help me. And I messaged you to try to help send you back some money. If I have to send you $5 or $10.
Do you think that was he was sincere when he said that? Thank you for helping me. Okay. That didn't sound very sincere to somebody that sent you upwards of $17,000. Okay. Damn. Crazy. How can you take advantage of somebody quite that bad you go, hey, I would have had a problem taking the $5,000 for the lawyer. Now, if you was kick me $20 and say, Dolly, go get you a beer or go out, you awesome, love your show, then of course I'm gonna take that. But if you was to give me this just like some fucking outrageous amount of money, I would think there's a catch to it, first off, because I'm one of those people. I don't believe people do. I mean, some people might. I mean, if he was really in need, but I ain't never really been in need like that to test that theory. But it just sounds like he was taking advantage of a lady that shouldn't have been helping as much. $17,000. $17,000 Cobra Kai could buy a lot of tacos for that. It's unreal. It's unreal. This ain't like breaking somebody off a 50 spot in the super chat. This is like, let me give you my credit card number type money, right? That is insane. Drugs out now are worse. Look, I'm glad I'm old, and I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about losing any more of my friends. They gone. Pretty much. I got one friend left. And he don't do drugs like that, so hopefully he'll stick around for a while. He's gonna be trolling Dolly. Who's gonna be trolling? No, not me. He sounds like Ziggy with that. Listen, things happen. And I think people should be helped. Okay. There's ways to help him without enabling him. Okay. I know that it's hard to watch your favorite YouTubers sit there and tell you that they're starving. Okay. And if it was the case, I'd give them money. You know what I'm saying? As another YouTuber, I'd be like, here, man, get you some food. And he may need food, but that's the bad thing is, would he go get food? Right? Because whatever drugs is in his body is coming out his pores. You can see it in the skin. You can see it in the color of them, things of that nature. And here's the thing: if people are saying things about you that are untrue, why get all upset? Like, look, when that crazy ass cabbage lady says things about me, I don't get all mad. I laugh and joke the shit out of her, right? Because I know there's no truth in it. So why would I be mad about something that's just a fucking lie, Go to rehab, they feed you. You also got to get into rehab, okay? Now, there was a point that we was trying to get my buddy in rehab, trying to do the best we could and couldn't get him in a rehab, and he's dead now. So we failed in that mission. And the dude that was helping me try to get him in a rehab, he's dead. So then none of it worked. Okay, just to be honest with you, I sat there, I can contest to it. We tried. We're trying everything, a place that would take him, and yeah, he died. I mean, so if there's help out there, I suggest people get it because everybody can't get that help. Okay, I'm telling you, my friend Twiz, he didn't want the help, but everybody wanted him, and he was loved. He was a loved dude. Like everybody loved him. He was one of the funniest people I knew. Right, and but it was no helping him. It was no helping him. And when you get in a situation like this, nobody can help these people but them. They have to choose to go, okay, I've hit the bottom. I've lost everything I got. And they say that. Then why are you still using? Right? Why are you still using? If I lost everything I had and that was the reason, I would hate that. I would hate it. I'd be like, this shit has cost me everything. I would stay away from it. I stay away from people. And the thing about this is, I told Twiz is the same thing. I was like, Twiz, look, it ain't just about getting clean. It's about staying clean. In order to stay clean, you're going to have to stop hanging out with the people that are doing this. You can't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is this is, I know people say birds of the same feather flock together, but that ain't always the case. Like I told you, I don't do hard drugs. My friends did, and they all dead. You know what I'm saying? So the key element in the whole story is this. The only reason I'm alive is because I wasn't doing what they were doing. Only reason. If I would have been doing the exact same things that my friends were doing, I'd be dead right now. So, just say no. Make good decisions in life. One little small zig when you should have zagged. Hey, just do one bump. That one bump learns to two bumps. Next thing you know, your goddamn face is breaking out. You're in some rehab and the mountains somewhere. Just don't do that shit. Go smoke you a J and drink you a beer and be happy, Here's the thing. You get to live once, okay? You get to live once on this planet. Why would you want to numb life completely out? I think that's the gift you get in this world, in this life. Why would you want to numb your whole life out? I want to live as long as I can so I can feel happiness, sadness, love, different things. I want to feel all that for a long time. Why would I want to numb the gift that I'm being given and not accept reality? You can't put a band-aid on everything. You have to face this world head on. It's hard on everybody. Oh, I'm struggling and I turn to drugs. Well, you know what? Everybody's fucking struggling. Everybody don't turn to drugs. You know? There's two of you too. And it sounds like she's just as bad. One of y'all has to stand up and go get the other, like, look, girl, we got to get clean. Or she got to go, hey, Cam, we got to get clean. We got to stop or we're both going to be dead. Because what's the worst that's going to happen is one of you going to find the other one dead. And if you really love each other, think about that feeling, you know? It's horrible. It's just super horrible. This could be a fucking just say no on YouTube commercial. But the scamming and the hustling is 100% real. And some of these people that call him out, like Cher and stuff like that, they ain't got no fucking room to talk. Okay, the only thing they can talk about is they're not drug addicts. But far as being decent people, you might as well be a fucking junkie.
It might be funny to some people, but that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, but dude, that was that joke, the receipt where the note joke where it's like, well, why don't you send me another 17,000? That was like
I didn't send it. That was Alice.
That wasn't like a funny joke. That was thrown in her face, bro. Come on, let's keep it real.
Listen, I am keeping it real. We got mad because Allison saw how hurt I started crying, bro. I've been destroyed by people every time.
Okay. I had to pause it there when he said I started crying. Now, let me tell you why you started crying. Because you was a bitch. Okay? That's why you're crying. He's a big ass grown man. He's 280 pounds. I was crying because dude, you are strung out on drugs and can't see it. Like one day, if you do get clean and you make it that far, and people play these videos for you, you're gonna be like, that's what you're gonna be like. Like you ain't gonna be able to believe that you came up here that under the influence. And I said this the last time I said Cam was on drugs. I was like, look, if he wasn't on drugs, you wouldn't be waking up your old lady in the middle of the night going, baby, tell him I ain't on drugs. Tell him I ain't on drugs. Tell him I ain't on drugs. Look, when people say shit about me ain't drugs, I'll be like, yeah, fuck you. I don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? When you start to really press it and starting to worry about it and you got to get somebody to back you up on it, you might be a little guilty of that. And plus you can see it because I've been around long enough that in the hood that I've seen drug addicts and coyotes. Okay, real fucking coyotes. I can't make that up either. So now I've seen it all. Okay, UFOs, people get shot, people get stabbed, coyotes in the city. Okay, that's a new one. That was brand new. But to take advantage of this lady, and then when it's done, they send her a message that says, being smart, like send us another $17,000. Now we ain't talking $17. We ain't talking 1,700. You beat me out of 1,700, I'd be a little bit like, holy shit. That's a lot to me. 17,000? Yo, I'd be hunting you down. Okay, I'd be hunting. I ain't even got that. I couldn't give it to you anyway. You couldn't get me for that because I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have these problems. These sound like rich people problems to me. Or you got hustled. And I hate to say, Miss Danny, you got hustled or you got conned, but these people out here are good. Like, you're not just getting hustled by anybody. You're getting hustled by some of the best. I mean, so, just thank God it was only $17,000, to be honest, because luckily these people didn't get you for more because they were going to bleed you until they couldn't. And that is horrible. That is horrible. On top of, you're just one person they were doing that to. Imagine who else they were doing that to. They're sending you messages asking for money. They're sending messages to everybody. So while they're taking your 17,000, they're taking other people's money too. And taking money from Tim Mullins and spreading misinformation in some Wells case. So, hopefully they get in rehab, but they wasn't doing good people shit. Okay? They wasn't doing good people stuff. When bad things happen to you, think about the bad stuff you've done in this world because it comes back. It definitely comes back. Everything bad I've ever done then came back to me like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15. It's still coming back. Okay. So go out here and do some bad shit in this world and you're going to pay for it. Right. You look at your life destroyed. Everything you got gone. Kids gone. Home gone. Living in a hotel, your health gone. When you just go, okay, man, and then how can people feel sorry for you? Right? You did it to yourself. You absolutely did it to yourself. But human nature is, I still feel sorry for you. Even though I know you did it to yourself, I still had I feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry enough for you that I'd give you cash. But if you was hungry and said, hey, I need some Mickey D's, I'd feed you, but I wouldn't enable you. And I think people have been enabling them. And some of these people get up here and they build these bonds. And some people take advantage of your niceness. Okay. I got a lot of people in here. Thank you guys for everybody support me. I don't never want to do that. Take advantage of your niceness. Y'all don't owe me shit in this world. Okay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that everybody does for me. But these sound like people that wasn't grateful. Definitely not grateful. After this lady did all this for them, they're throwing jabs at her. Somebody gave me $17,000. Shit, I'd be at your house cutting your grass, taking your trash out, mowing your yard. Like, what can I do for you? How can I pay you to fuck back? Like, I'd be washing your feet. $17,000 ain't a little bit of money. Raise your hand right now? You got $17,000 on you. Okay, raise your hand. Anybody here got $17,000 on? I ain't got it. Anybody got 17? You might have it. There might be. We got some. We got a few people in here that's pretty wealthy, but for the most part, I don't see a whole lot of motherfucking hands. Okay. You can walk. Give me $17,000. I'll walk your dog twice a day. You can fucking believe that. I'll be over there. Come on, Sparky. Let's go. You know. So, see, not today. I wish I had it. See, that ain't a little bit of money. To some people, that ain't much. Okay, some people it ain't much. You say $17,000, they're like, hey, shit. And that's what I would say about $17. Man, that ain't shit. $17. You get to $17,000. I'm like, you done lost your damn mind. Okay. And so this lady probably gonna get behind on her credit. Her credit score is gonna tank because she tried to help the wrong people and she thought she was doing something good, and really all her money was paying the drug man. The drug man living good as a bitch. 17,000. He driving in the new Lex. You know what I'm saying? Now I know how all these drug dudes be having all the money. Like, damn. So, but when he goes to wake his old lady up in this part of the video we're about to get to, it's pretty concerning. Even for me, I was like, is this bitch alive?
time I get close to somebody, it's like I get burned. And
You
I was
burning
like,
people.
I was really, really, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain. Danny knows how close we were. I don't have. Huh? What?
If you a grown ass man and you on the internet crying and your mama just didn't die, you on drugs. Okay, that's the first clear sign to show you somebody's on drugs. If your mama didn't die and you a grown ass man, one of your kids didn't drop dead, your mama didn't die, or your wife ain't dead, and you on the internet crying, you on fucking drugs. Okay, that should be the dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
How did I burn? How did I burn myself?
And I don't. And I've been telling everybody, keep you in their prayers.
Thank you. I didn't say you burned me.
Well, listen, everybody's been saying to continue to pray for you. You're up here. You're not denying she didn't give you 17 grand.
Dude, I don't know how much it was. I can go back and count it up on PayPal, but I didn't think it was that much.
It's 17 grand.
How
and she said,
bro, let's be realistic. If I had 17 grand, I should have a fucking house.
Do you want me to show it to you?
I can show it to you. I have every
Okay, you hear that? If I had 17 grand, I would have a house. But what she didn't do, she gave you 7.5 in lawyer money. Okay, she gave him 7.5. Hey, Brenda, she gave the man $7,500 paid for the lawyers. Before that, she gave him $1,500, $3,000. So she has all the receipts. It adds up to over. When I was watching, it was $15,000, over $15,000. And so he can sit there and be like, oh, I would have this. Why don't you? Why don't you? You know why you don't have it? Because you own drugs, homie. Okay, the internet ain't stupid. They see that shit clear as day. And like, you want to help this man? Find a rehab that'll take him. Is what I think.
I have the receipt right here. You want me to show you the money?
Here, let me pull mine up. I'll show you too. Let's see if they match up.
It was what, Danny? Sorry, what was it?
Pam is the one that sent you another 17 grand.
That was Allison that said, let me wake her up.
Watch this. When he tries to wake her up.
14 grand. Excuse me. It's her truth and her only truth. But it was 14 grand. I counted it up and she's got the receipts to go with it. There's 5,500 for your lawyer, 2,000 for Allie's lawyer. That's 7,500 right there. That's 8,000. I can put it on the screen if you want.
Allison, listen. Did you not type out that 17,000 for Danny last
She
night?
says no.
Was that you, Allison? Oh my God, wake up, baby. Do you hear me? Here, I need you to wake up. Listen. Did you type that message? Because I don't know what. Hey, sit up here. Did she had been moving here on the trailer for 2 days, and she finally got to go to sleep in this motel, and she's out.
Hey. You told me you were going to take me out by November 13th.
Yeah, you know where we went? You know where we had all my shit? So when I got that Penske truck, I didn't have a storage unit because they were expensive. So we ended up finding one, and we got a deal on it for 3 months. So now all my stuff is in storage.
But she had just gave you thousands of dollars, right? Like, how did you not have the money to go anywhere? She gave you the money in the beginning to even get a place. The first money she gave you was $1,500 to get a place. Oh my God, did he say she's been up for 2 days? Yeah. So here's the thing. I think they're a little bit on a few different drugs. It's not just the H, you know what I'm saying? They're on a little bit of up and a little bit of down. She don't sound good. Okay, definitely don't sound good when she wakes up, you know, and just to see people that ain't on drugs are not super emotional like that. Like, yeah, they cry. When your brain is all over the place, like a fucking thing of scrambled eggs when you on drugs. And that's how you act, right? So if you just see somebody all, unless they're naturally like this, right? And we've seen Cam sober. I've seen him act normal. Sober's a judge up there. So when you see him messed up, you can tell.
thank God. And thank you for helping us, Danny, because that's what I used it for.
Do that to you. I didn't get you behind the grant. You got it.
I didn't say you got me behind. Why are you saying that? I said thank you. I never said you got me behind on anything.
How is she sleeping through that? You're physically shaking her. She won't wake up?
Dude, did you not hear her talking? She's just sleeping. What's the God almighty? Hey, wake up, Allison, because now you're gonna be said that you're on drugs and you won't wake up and you're overdose because they'll make up fucking rumors. Wake up. Hey, listen, talk to him. Say that you're fine. Hey,
Listen to her.
tell him you're fine. Hello? Because they're going live. Danny is on a live with White Boy saying that we rented off of her $17,000. Yeah, do you hear the message?
Did y'all hear that?
For 17,000.
That way I got to hold the phone.
Allison, when you were being a smartass, what did you say last night? And she thought it was me.
I got.
Anything asked you for money.
Hold on, let me pull up your messages today.
You want me to put it on the screen?
Pull up.
Okay, and I mean this is not even the worst of it. The worst part of it is the abuse on the kids that they were accused of and things of that nature while they're sitting around high. Now they denied being high and shit while they had the kids and blah blah. They ain't never did that. But we can look at this and say, hey, look, you guys are, Dolly, you're not an addict, thank God. We can look at this and say, hey, normal people would be awake. I don't know. I'm pretty groggy when I wake up sometimes, but not like on drugs sounding like I didn't do it. What are you talking about? And he's kind of like coaching her into saying what he wants.
Messages on your phone, Allison.
Here, I'll do it. I got you guys right here. Look, here. I got you guys.
No, we're gonna see if it matches up, bro.
But
because I didn't even know that.
Allegedly,
Shit.
she says this is the stuff in
So
true
this is-
crime that makes us look so bad. Yeah, especially like I don't know. Like I said, I had seen this coming. Like I never trusted them just because of the Tim Mullins shit, right? I didn't trust anybody that was in that first photo. You know, when you look at that first one, everybody on the hill, Cam, Allie, the BK, and I was like, I don't trust any of these people, right? There's something they hiding. If they can't tell what, you can't say shit to me. I ain't never signing nothing that says I can't talk. I can tell you that. So when they were signing things saying they couldn't talk, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? And if you hiding something, I can't trust you. That's how I look at it. But the same thing. He's on drugs. His old lady's on drugs, and I don't know who got who on drugs, but one of them two need to get the other one off. And especially at Christmas time, you're hearing people stealing. Because I thought it was just the Grinch lady out here stealing from Toys for Tots, the old cabbage lady with her stank ass. And but now apparently, you can't hate on what was her name, Miss Nancy or Miss Dennis or whatever her name is. You just got, you got to learn from this because you don't want to lose another $17,000, and she has to pay this money back because she put this money on her credit card. So, which is horrible. If you got to dig into your savings to give somebody something, I suggest don't do it. Okay, don't do nothing like that. Don't put yourself in jeopardy. I mean, it's good to help, but help within your means. Okay, not to bitch at you for giving that man all that money. I wish you hadn't of, and I'm sure you at this point wish you hadn't of too. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn from it so it don't happen again. And other people around need to learn from this. Okay, that hey, look, some of these people are just going to take you for what it is, and they're on fucking drugs. And especially if you got a bunch of people saying it up here, that don't mean it's true. But if you got a bunch of people saying it and you can look at the dude and see that he's appears to be that way, I would take it that he's on drugs. And like right now, of course, he's going to need help. He's going to need money. But when he's crying to you about we're going to get kicked out the hotel room, is he really going to get kicked out the hotel room? Because if he had money for the hotel and drugs, would he be sleeping in the car and doing drugs? I think he would. You know, when you get that bad off, it is absolutely horrible. There's already like 500 of y'all in here with me today. I wish I could have been in the studio with y'all to actually share this video so y'all could see it and listen to it a little bit better. But I guess he did it in a couple different parts, you know, and he had some people come up there and start fighting with Cam, and they're arguing back and forth. It was just a total shit show. Like the definition of what a shit show is. And I was like, oh my God. But like I said, people need to know these things. They need to be aware of these things, because if she's doing it, if she's sending him that much money, who else is he calling mama? Who else is he telling on the phone that he loves them and, you know, thank you for the great advice? And, you know, he's taking from whoever he can. There's a difference in between a YouTuber, okay, and a hustler. And I don't know if there needs to be a master class talk on difference between the two. I think a good way of seeing it is when somebody locks in on something that's all they do. I think that's a good way to see the hustlers from like YouTube content creators. You know, and I'm sure a lot of you people out here in the true crime already know who those people are. They're just straight. I ain't even calling grifters. I'm saying con artists, straight con artists. Grifter is it's worse. Like they're worse than a grifter. Okay, they're playing on your emotions. Okay, they're just playing on your emotions, getting you to feel so sorry for them. So you know, the bad thing is that they built a base. They were clean, and I say this sometimes: if you give the wrong people money, okay, you know, the views started going up, people were super chatting them more, so they started making a little income on YouTube. Um, if you got more money than you need and you're a drug addict, you're gonna buy drugs with it all day long. That's why I said about BK. Look, I ain't psychic, guys. Right? Remember when I said when BK got all that money, he was showing that 30,000. I was like, yo, this dude. Remember he had all the gold chains, the drones. Within 3 months, he had lost 50 fucking pounds. He looked skinny as a fucking board with a pot belly like an Ethiopian kid. All the chains gone. You know what I'm saying? In trouble, acting insane, going to jail. That is drugs. Okay, it's easy to see. He ain't got none of the gold chains. He ain't got none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard to see. It's not hard to predict. Some people don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, if you gave me $1 million, I'd be dead. Okay, I'd be in a Lambo with some stripper, and I'd done wrap that bitch around a pole somewhere. I'd be dead. Like, I need enough money to pay my light bill. Okay, that's it. When you get past that, I might do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I look at things. Like, you can't give an idiot money, okay? Because he's gonna do idiot shit. And if he's, especially if he's a drug addict idiot, it's gonna lead to his death. Yep, all the signs were there. So hopefully, you know, pray to little baby Jesus that there's still time for Cam. But you can pray all day long, right? You can pray to Jesus comes back. If Cam don't want to do it for himself, little baby Jesus can't help him. Okay, little baby Jesus in this world gives you free will. Okay, that's what you get. You get free will. You get to choose what path you take in this world. You know what I'm saying? Well, baby Jesus don't. He ain't there when you choose it. You right. He hopes he guides you in the right direction so you make the right decision when you get to the fork in the road. But he ain't gonna be there holding your hand telling you which way to go. Okay? He hung out with Cher and BK. That's all I needed to know. That's what I'm saying. These people have totally conned off of Summer Wells's name from the very rip. Okay, from the very jump, before Dolly even got here, before Dolly was even into true crime, these people were taken off of that little girl's name, and still are. Okay, what's cracking, Dolly? Hey, Tony, what's up, man? Good morning, Dolly and Turtles. Anybody remember when BK turned to Jesus? That I didn't like. I didn't really like that. Because when you fake stuff like that, that's the worst type of stuff, you know? Because even me and PJ were talking about Joel Osteen today. You know, some of y'all might not think like me, but when you walk past a homeless dude and get on your private jet, yeah, you're not getting into heaven. Okay? You are not a good soul, you know, and you know, your Ferrari's got heated seats and shit, and you got a hungry dude and you got $300 billion, you're not getting into heaven, right? You better enjoy the riches you have in this world, all right? Because you won't have no riches in the next life, okay? That's going to my broke ass, okay? I'm waiting in line right now for my turn, okay? Joel never opens his Bible. And it wasn't an attack on Joel Osteen itself. My attack is on people that don't help people, that don't care about their fellow man. They don't care that you're human too. You know, they don't get this. We're on a prison planet all together. We're stuck here. We couldn't leave if we wanted to. Okay. We should be helping each other advance in this world, not holding each other down. We can't even do that on YouTube. Okay. YouTube, but every YouTuber tries to hold each other down. They're jealous of everybody, blah, blah, blah. Instead of trying to lift everybody up and all of us make it together, it don't operate like that. It's just the way it is. Um, the camel can make it through on eye of the needle, then a rich man can make it in the kingdom of heaven. Facts, says Jennifer B. So, you know, it's sad to see that. And like, you know, I hope nothing happens to Cam. Now, these people out here stealing, like this old grimy ass, greasy former street worker lady that's, you know, turned into wannabe YouTuber and she's out here stealing kids. Not kids. I said that last time. She ain't stealing kids. That'd be strange, okay? She is stealing toys that are supposed to go to kids. All right. I think that's worse than Cam and Alley conning $17,000. How much did that lady con in toys? Who's the bigger scammer, Cam and Alley or the Cabbage lady? Because I understand that there was a lot of packages sent to her valued at a lot of money that didn't make it to their final destination. And I ain't talking the movie, okay? So how much money did she scam? Stealing toys. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Instead of like saying, coming up here and going, okay, we're going to connect our super chats to Toys for Tots. So when you donate, it goes to Toys for Tots. Nah, she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She didn't do a Molly where, you know, we're going to donate to St. Jude's. You come in, super chat. No, she told everybody, go out, buy a toy, send it to me, and then I'm going to take it to Toys for Tots. Why? You're not, you know, Toys for Tots, you have to be connected to Toys for Tots. They have to agree to you being a person that can take toys for them because it runs through the Marines. She was not a person from Toys for Tots. You can't be saying, hey, I'm taking toys with Toys for Tots when you're not an official Toys for Tots drop-off center. Okay? And there's a few different scams that it could fall under. It could fall under she could be doing it for taxes. Okay, she's turning in these toys and she gets a receipt that she made this donation. She could write it off on Joe's taxes. I mean, there's a few different ones. She could be scamming for her kids, but she's definitely scamming because a normal person would have said, hey, guys, we're all dropping off a toy at our local Toys for Tots. Make sure you do it. Let's do something good for the kids. Just like Dolly, I did people's wish lists. I came up here, bought their wish list. We bought something. We sent it directly to them. That shit never came to me. You know what I'm saying? What it would look like, oh, yeah, we're buying these people's wish lists, but it all comes to me. Okay? It all goes to me. No, because then there's the option of corruption. I could be like, ooh, I like this. Let me keep this, and I'll send them all the rest of this shit. But a little wrong is still wrong. It don't matter if you do a little thieving. It's the same as you do a lot of fucking stealing. It don't matter if you steal a one thing or 1,000 things. You're fucking stealing. Okay? In some countries, they cut your fucking hand off of that. And not only are you stealing, but you're stealing from kids. Okay? You ain't just stealing from any fucking body. You know what I'm saying? You ain't stealing from an old knucklehead like me. You stealing from a little kid that ain't gonna have shit. And the only chance they got is nice people out here that are blessing people and trying to help. And you strip that of them. Okay. So you're stealing from kids, you're stealing from good people that want to help people. To me, that's worse than the fucking $17,000 that Cayman Alley stole. Okay. Hey, that damn makes sense. We got damn $25,000-$30,000 for a crook shit going on right here at Christmas. You know? I ain't kidding. That's real as can be. And this is just a little bit of the money that, some of these people have took. Like I heard so many stories before I got into true crime. Like when I first got here, they were like, yeah, man, they stole like $30,000-$50,000. They were taking thousands of dollars off of signs that won't never going up. People are deleting their channels and disappearing. I was like, what? Because I didn't know what I was walking into. I didn't know true crime was like it is, just honestly, like what I've been doing true crime now less than 2 years. So when I came into the true crime from just doing entertainment news, there wasn't like drama and entertainment news. There wasn't a bunch of crazy shit. As soon as I got into true crime, oh my God, you people are fucking crazy as shit. Okay. I love you to death, though. I love all of you. You're my favorite people, but y'all are crazy. Okay. There's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in this community because unlike other communities, you got trauma, which is trauma and drama that's kind of blowed over into true crime. Okay. So you can't just be a true crime creator. You're forced into trauma because you got all this drama being thrown at you. And as soon as you reply back to any of it, now you trauma. Okay. Because now you caught up in some drama and you're doing true crime. You're a trauma channel. But I didn't know that coming in. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to talk about some true crime case. Everybody's going to be cool. Oh, no. Everybody's a con artist. Everybody's a scammer. Everybody's real lifers. Everybody's like crazy as fuck, showing up at your house, showing up at your there's a video that I seen today of somebody showing up at my shit leaking on the internet today. Okay? So I'm like, and if y'all think I be tripping and I'm paranoid, y'all go watch the video. Okay, I got goddamn lunatics in the yard. Okay, like people plotting and planning and doing dirty shit against me. I ain't paranoid, right? It don't even faze me, right? But when I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, I probably should have captured that coyote I seen tonight in the hood. And next time somebody come up in the yard, let goddamn wild coyote out on their ass, all right? What's up, Jones? Chosen, I seen a coyote in the hood. Okay, I can't make it up. I got pictures, video, everything. Okay, in the damn hood, in the city, a fucking coyote like this. That was a weird one. Okay. More of the story is don't steal over $10,000 from nobody. I'm just playing. We got to put a cap on it. Okay, there's a $5,000 stealing limit. Okay, at Christmas you can't steal over $5K. Okay. Y'all grimy ass people out here. Like I said, the only thing Dolly wants this year, you guys to become a member. And if you're already a member, gift one to somebody else. That's it. Simple as that. And I'll be a happy man. Jingle bells, jingle. Plus, PJ got me a nice stuff. So I got a really nice Christmas this year. She got me a bunch of awesome hats. Where they at? Where they at? Oh, hold on. Oh, and these bad boys are straight from New Era, so they the official shit. These ain't the bootlegs. These ain't the bootlegs. Okay. First one she got me. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. They fit it too. Fit it. Right to my skull piece. The Gray Raiders. Look at that. Boom. Look at that bad boy. New Era tag on the side. Look at that. Look at that. Look, will you just look at it? I got that one. I got the two-side black fitted. Look at that. Then it has the NFL logo on that side. Bam! That motherfucker was $50 right there. And this is a snapback though. But this is one of my favorite ones right here, the snapback. That's a new era snapback. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you for the members give. Why don't you get a good team? I hear you. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Look, I'm gonna stay here live with y'all, but I gotta cut my camera off for a second so I can smoke. All right, but I'm gonna stay here and chop it up with you guys for a few because PJ's asleep, and I'm just sitting here. I did watch the end of Squid Games. I don't know if we have any people in here that are fans of Squid Games. And if you gift him memberships, let me see, because I'm on StreamYard. It's hard for me to see. Kaylin gifted 5 memberships. Make sure you thank her. Awesome, guys. You guys are great. Jonesy gifted 5 memberships. Go ahead, Jonesy. Would you win a lottery? You making money we don't know about? You selling chicken eggs? What's you doing? Where you getting all that money at? Better save your money, girl. Thank you, Jones, and thank you. Nice love. Nice love. The hats. Thank you. I love PJ. She's a sweetheart. She hooked me up, man. She got me the hats. She got me some Versace's. What else she get me? She got me I don't know, she got me a bunch of stuff. Oh, she got me this awesome. I might change this. She got me something for here where this banner is. It's like this multi-picture thing that has like different horror movies, but it's like 5 picture frames, but it makes one big picture. But I don't know. I kind of like this. I like the color. I like the bright colors. I don't know. I'm a colorful person. I wear a lot of dark clothes, so I like a lot of colorful shit. To even out my darkness. Squid Games was good. I called it though. I'm psychic. I knew who was going to win it. I just like, and that sucks when you know what's going to happen. I believe the game is rigged, and I read some shit that said that parts of it are pretty much scripted. So, but here's the thing: at the end of it, and Dolly, right? You know what we doing tomorrow? Today, we're filling out our submission for Squid Games. Yes, right. Yeah, they take 500 people. I got better odds than I did in Survivor. But at the end of the show, they gave where to put in your press pass, not your press pass, but your press kit, okay, to audition. So I'll put a little press kit together for them. You know what I'm saying? Dolly pictures, a little video, and I'm going to shoot it to Squid Games. I do it. I do know that they did it in the UK, okay, in a big they shot it in a blimp hangar. An airship is what they called it. A blimp hangar. A double blimp hangar, and it was massive. So, and I heard that there's people suing Squid Games because listen to this. When the first scene is shot where they're out there with the doll baby that spins its head, they were out there shooting that scene for 10 hours in the freezing cold in little polyester suits they wear, freezing. And look, they would give them like the heat rocks to hold so they would be warm. But then once they were shooting, they had to put all that down. And they were shooting for like 10 hours in the freezing cold. And a lot of people said that it was scripted and they were purposely like, you know what I'm saying? They're weeding out people purposely, not from the game. And so I believe there's some lawsuits that are going into play. But look, say they hit you up and say, hey, look, you're not winning Squid Games. This shit's all rigged anyway. But we want to have you on Squid Games. I would do it. Okay. As long as I know from the start that, hey, this is scripted and they're going to pay me $5,000 or $10,000 to do it, I would do it. I mean, I would do it just to, one, to do it and have something to talk about. But I do believe it is something like that. They knew who was going to win. They picked the person to win. And then they scripted everything around that. It's the same thing with Survivor. It's just like, when Survivor, when everybody's trying to get rid of somebody, when they want to keep somebody, they automatically find the immunity idol on the show. It's like you can't control the game, but you can sway the game. And I believe that's what they do. I believe it in Survivor for sure. I kind of almost know it's done in Survivor. Like, they sway the game. Like, you can't control the game, but you can sway it a little bit. You can hopefully push it in the direction you want it to go, and hope everything just falls in line. And and they do that in Survivor a lot. And Joneson, you did a really good exit video. That was awesome. I almost was wanted to play. I might play it when we go into Turtle Island today. I might play your exit video. Your exit video was good. You had the music, everything, little torches. I was like, Joneson, at least you were into it, and that's what makes it so awesome, right? Because if you ain't into it, then it's stupid. Okay, it's stupid as shit, to be honest. But if you into it, it's an awesome game. And some people may have got into it a little bit too much. Okay. I mean, they trying to kill each other, fighting with each other, talking about each other, damn grandkids, all kinds of stuff, right? But when I see that, I know the creation was good because people are invested in it. Like, they invested, right? They want to win, and that's awesome. That makes the game that much cooler. So when people want to play it, I think it makes for a cooler game than when I just throw people up there that don't really want to play it. The players that come in and play it, I think they all get something from it. I honestly do. You're gonna have people that see you that usually don't watch you. If you play it and have a good time with it, you're gonna have a good time. If you're a person that's just super competitive, right, and can't lose, then it ain't the game for you because it's so easy to get. It's out of your hands. You don't really have any control, right? So for competitive people, it's the worst thing somebody could put you in. Like, because I hate to lose at anything because I'm competitive. So anytime you put something in a situation where it's out of my hands, I ain't really like, and in Turtle Island's like that. A lot of times it's out of your hands. You can't control how the people are going to vote, who's going to be mad at who, kind of situation. You need to binge watch the Squid Games on Netflix. Have you seen the show? Okay, because there's two things. There's the show Squid Games, right, which is fucking phenomenal. It's like the best shit ever. Okay, and then there's the actual game show Squid Games. Okay, so if you ain't seen, don't watch the game show until you watch the show. If you ain't watched the show Squid Games, watch that. It will get you hooked. I watched it so long that I was like, I think I stayed up for like a day, straight day, watching the first season of Squid Games. It was so good. It is so good. I was like, that shit is good. That's what made me want to play it. And then when they came out with the actual game, I was like, holy shit. How are they going to do it? Because, in the show, they kill everybody when you lose, they kill you. But they, in the show, in the game, they shoot you with a paintball gun, and you're gone. Madonna gifted $1 membership. Thank you, Madonna. Thank you. So, my new game that is coming is a spinoff. I call it Turtle Games, but it's going to be kind of like Squid Games. We're going to play kids games. And the only difference, though, is mine is virtual and theirs is real. So what I figured out this is what I'm trying to explain to people is, say you're in the chat and you want to play Turtle Games, right? For our prize or whatever we're going to give away at the end of Turtle Games. And you say, okay, you can cam up and play it, or you can pick player, just like in Squid Games. You know how they got the circle, the square, and the triangle. You can pick one of those three to play for you. Okay, now we ain't going to tell you who's in the costumes of what players who. You will just be able to pick, I want circle to play for me. I want triangle to play for me. I want square to play as me. Okay? And if square, circle, or triangle the person you pick loses the game, you are eliminated. Okay? If you want to cam up and play the game as yourself, you're more than welcome to. And when I mean cam up, you can thumbnail up because some of it will just be like, hey, move this piece for me here. Because say some of the games will have dice rolling. So I'll physically hold the dice. I will roll your dice. I will move your pieces. But at the end of it, if you lose, you get eliminated. You know, it's going to work like that because we're doing it virtually. Everybody don't have webcams and things of that nature. So we're going to make it work the best way we can where everybody, even if you can't play for yourself, we have somebody in position to play for you. Okay. And if you win, that person, say you pick Triangle to play for you, right? And Triangle wins, you advance. Okay. That's how it'll work. Either you play for yourself or you choose a player, right? Which are the Squid Game people, basically. Same outfit, same mask, and they're going to play for you. Okay. So you won't know what player is in what outfit. So, it may be me, PJ, and one of my homeboys, but you won't know who's who. You'll just see circle, triangle, square. So when you pick, you won't know if it's me playing for you. You won't know if it's PJ playing for you. You won't know who the third person is. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be, and we may change up, right? So you never know who you're picking that's actually playing the game for you. So we're gonna do some sounds awesome, dog. Yeah, because see, look, Turtle Island is for YouTube creators. Okay. I created that in my mind for YouTube creators. I was like, this is a good way to bring YouTubers together to fight or to meet new YouTubers or let the crowds intermingle with each other to grow channels. That was my concept of Turtle Island. My concept for this one was how can I tie the chat room into a game where everybody can play. We can have a bunch of people in it. And then I started thinking, well, Squid Game starts with 400 people, 454 people, right? Or some shit like that. It's up into like almost 500 people. I was like, that's perfect because on an average night, we have that. We got about 470 now. Okay, that don't mean 470 play the game. Our game's going to be a lot scaled down version from 454 people. Because if not, it would take 1,000 shows to get everybody off. So we're going to scale it down, but we're still going to be playing awesome kid games just like the show. The final game for them was paper, scissors, rock on the Squid Games. I thought they were going to play Squid Games at the end. I thought it would have been better. Okay, in the game show, I was thinking, okay, for the finale, they should play Squid Games. And then look, when they walked out there, they had the Squid Games course set up. I was like, I knew it. They're playing Squid Games. And then when they walked out there, they said, we're playing paper, scissors, rock. I was like, but they had the whole floor set up like Squid Games. I was like, 456 people. How many people can you bring up? We're going to do it like they do. Okay, because every time you do a show, everybody don't compete if you watch Squid Game. Sometimes you got to pick a team leader, and when that team leader loses, the whole team gets kicked. You know what I'm saying? So there may be times that in Turtle Games, you can be eliminated and not even be playing the game. So it has different rules in Turtle Island, and it's really similar to how Squid Games work. Okay. So it's kind of based off of Squid Games, but with our own spin and twist to it to make it even cooler because you can't play Squid Game. This is all virtually. So we have to make it in our mind turn these games into something we can do virtually. Very Metal Erica. How did Cam and Allie become acquainted with the lady they got the money from? Probably just the same way I've come acquainted with you guys. Being up here live, talking about things y'all are interested in. So many people are into the Summer Wells case, and people grow to watch you and they start to like you. And then when bad shit's happening, they start to feel sorry for you and want to help you. And he preyed on that, I think a little bit. And if he really needed the help, that's fine. Get help from people. I ain't hating on you for getting some help from some people. But when you take that money that people are helping you with and you go buy drugs and you're like, well, if I had $17,000, I wouldn't be in a hotel. Well, you did have $17,000 and you are in a hotel. Okay. And because of drugs. It's sad, man. And Cam personally ain't never done nothing to me. He's always been respectful and nice to me. You know, he has said some shit that I can't believe defending Don Wells. And I have snapped off on him before because, like I said, I don't trust him, right? I haven't trusted him from the beginning. From the beginning, I've always thought that they've spread misinformation. This the cover for the Wells, everything's defend Don Candace, defend Don and Candace, defend Don and Candace. They were paid to do so. I truly believe that. They can come up here all day long and say they wasn't. Well, BK was. You were standing right with why would he get paid and you didn't? I can tell you this, you ain't paying that motherfucker, ain't paying me. You know what I'm saying? If you paying him to shut up, you better pay me to shut up too, because I'm gonna tell it. Right? So he's out there with the same narrative that BK and them were running with and still deflecting with right to this day. I don't know how much money they got paid, but it must have been a good little piece of change for them to do the things they do. You know, fucking blood money's real. It's real. Okay, let me cut my camera off for a minute, guys. I'm gonna still be here with y'all. I just gotta cut my cam off. Stay away from just say no, kids. You know, just say no. And if Cam, you know, at some point when he gets his head right, he should pay that lady back, you know. And his whole thing is what's up, tragedy pimp? Is that what you said? You interrupted me rolling with that. You interrupted my rolling process with that bullshit. No, a tragedy pimp is somebody out here exploiting people, taking advantage of people, stealing from kids, things like that. Yes. Hey Trina, good morning to you. Hope y'all are doing well. Ghost, I know who Ghost Devil is. Hey, my first run in with Ghost Devil. Dang, I'm not sure. Removed from the broadcast. Well, if he says anything crazy, my mods are chop him down. You know. Sorry, frosting my husband's cinnamon rolls. That sounds so good. Okay. Dolly, you ain't even said hi to me. Hey, Lex Luger. Luther. I said Luger. Like the fucking professional wrestler. Please hit that like button. Free helps Dolly help others. I got the OG. You ain't been here in months. I'll hear that. Well, what's up? Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to my fucking haters. It's Christmas time. I ain't hating on none of y'all. You know, I'm not hating on Cam and Allie. I think it's sad. I think it's terrible that you take from people like that and you don't do what you're supposed to do. You know, you ain't trying to get help. And I can't like the amount of money like is outrageously crazy. Amanda says, "Where did your name Dolly come from?" Um, okay, the original name Dolly. Dolly Parton is my mother's favorite singer. Okay, so my uncle, which are my two favorite people, his favorite singer is Johnny Cash. So I was doing this little YouTube character, and I named him Dolly Cash after my mom and my uncle's favorite singer. So I started doing these little skits of this dude wearing a mullet, dressed like a redneck, but that's where the Dolly character was created. And then after that, I thought that the shit was stupid. I was like, that's stupid, you know. And then I just scrapped it, but I kept the name Dolly because it was my mom's favorite singer, and I've had it ever since. So it started as a little bit of a joke. But that's where I got the name Dolly Cash from. Was I took their favorite singers and I meshed the name together. And the character that I created was a redneck dude from the trailer park that drove a El Camino. Okay, and he liked to drink PBR. All right, he liked to drink PBR, and he was just like he would make videos about talking about the neighbors and different things. Just you know how you bored. It was like they were like little parody videos, but of a redneck dude with an El Camino in the trailer park with a mullet, and he was blinged out. Okay, so he wore a hubcap. It was just some shit that was smoked up one night. I was like, I'm just gonna do something super stupid, and I created this character, and then I shot some videos as Dolly Cash, and then I was like, okay, this is fucking stupid, and then but I kept the name, so now you have Dolly Vision. My mom's too, and Cash was my dad's. That's so awesome. Um, like Marilyn Manson, yeah, exactly like Marilyn Manson. You take two people and you kind of push it together. Now, I don't call myself Dolly Cash. I just use the Dolly name now. I kind of dropped the Cash part. Okay, so now it's just Dolly. But the character was originally Dolly Cash. So bring them back for others to see. Where they were, they were the basic. Um, it's easy. Like it's the exact Dolly Cash was the opposite of me. To where I'm nice and friendly, and I don't say crude and rude things. It's just not my character, natural character. Um, but Dolly Cash was the opposite, So when I created the character, I wanted him to be the opposite of who I am, So he drinks beer, he raises hell, he talks shit to women, he fucking hates everybody, and he's kind of like uh, a grifter. You know what I'm saying? The character. So it was funny when I first did it, but then to keep it going, it would be good on TikTok. Like if I had created it on TikTok, it probably would have been a little more successful. Very cool. Thanks. I've been wondering now for a while. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, because my original channel wasn't Dolly Vision. It was Jams TV. Jams TV. That's why the backup channel has so many subscribers, is because that was my original channel. And I shared a video of Big Booty Judy, a lady that died getting butt implants. And it was a story in the news, and I was talking about it, and YouTube took my channel for it. Okay. They terminated me, and I wrote YouTube and begged them, and then they gave me my channel back. Okay. So they give me my channel back and they send me a letter telling me they were sorry because they accidentally terminated me because I didn't break any rules. I didn't show no nudity. I didn't show anything. It was a news story. I was talking about a news story, but they considered it sexual graphic in nature and terminated my channel. Not even gave me a strike. They terminated the whole fucking channel for 3 months. And I'd write them, and eventually they gave me the channel back and wrote me a letter saying they were sorry for falsely taking my channel. And the thing is this though, is once they did that, now my notifications, 13,000 people had rang the bell, and it don't send out the notifications anymore since I got in trouble on that channel. So that's why I created another channel where I felt like the notifications would go out. So that channel, now if you subscribe to it after it was terminated and they gave it back to me, it will send those notifications out. But all the 13,000 people that had hit notifications before that, it don't notify them anymore, which sucks. Yeah, accidentally terminated. Believe it or not, I couldn't even believe it. I wrote them on Twitter. I wrote them and wrote them and wrote them. I said, look, I worked years on these videos, and they were like, oh, after 3 months, they were like, wrote me back and said, we're sorry, we accidentally wrongly terminated you. Your channel is back up and running, and yeah, that was it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think you got to get 3 strikes to get kicked off YouTube. YouTube can kick you off this platform at any time for any reason they choose, And sometimes it's computers and things like that, and they I don't know, it's something the algorithm that picks it up that thinks that since it was a big booty Judy video, they think it's something to do with something bad, I don't know, but they didn't even strike it, they terminated the channel for it. You dodged a bullet with that one, homie. Yeah, but I didn't do anything either. You know what I'm saying? You know how when they get you here, it's usually computerized. All I had to do was get a real person to watch it, okay? And they would know it was nothing. It was about a lady that got silicone implants in her butt cheeks. Okay, I got to watch what I say. But she had got implants and she had passed away from doing it. Like, you know how people go to these backdoor doctors, alley doctors and stuff like that. She had did that and passed away. And I sent YouTube the news story. But like I said, they eventually seen that it was a mistake and they gave me everything back. But my channel still, after that point, like I said, all my notifications didn't go out anymore. So that's when I created Dolly Vision. And Dolly Vision's almost at like 30,000. And Jams TV, which is Dolly's Replay now, that's at like 42, that's somewhere around 42. So collectively, we're looking at just between the 2 channels, 70,000 subscribers. So I ain't do too bad for a redneck, ugly dude. 300 of you haven't hit the like. Come on. Damn, 300 of you? That's horrible. So the channel's still valid? Yeah, it's Dolly's Replays now. That was the original Jams TV. What does Dolly Vision mean? Dolly Vision, you can see into the future, right? Look, you think 4K is the best vision, right? What's better than 4K? Dolly Vision. And speaking of Dolly Vision, the sunglasses, my sunglasses line, will be ready to ship on the 19th. Okay, so everybody that's ordered sunglasses from me, you're gonna be seeing good, baby, and they will ship in 2 days. Okay, as soon as they come in, I'm shipping them that day. So hopefully you can get them by Christmas or right after Christmas. I got them in red and white. I got them in black and green, the official turtle colors, and I got them in black and red. So I got the same style right now, which is the first style I'm putting out. I got them in 3 different colors, and then later on I'm putting out like some aviators. So yeah, you see better than 4K. You see in Dolly Vision. You can see YouTube haters from like a mile away. You can see YouTube scammers, grifters. You can see it with the Dolly Vision glasses. People won't be able to take you for $17,000 when you got Dolly Vision glasses. All right, because you'll see that shit coming. Nah, Lexi, Texas. I won't have a pair of them till 2 days from now. Okay. I have the renderings of them, the sketches, the design pictures of them, but I don't have the physical product. I won't have the physical product till the 19th. But I got pictures of them. I just don't have a physical pair in my hand. I won't have mine until the day I ship yours out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to switch up from Versace to Dolly Vision myself. You know me, I don't like cheap glasses. These are more of the surfer style glasses. So if you like the surfer style glasses, these are, beachy kind of glasses. So you should change the name of Jams TV. I thought, well, What I plan on doing is running it Dolly's place. Okay, I have another. See, this is what people don't. I got channels people don't even know I got. I got another channel, and I was thinking about turning that channel into Jams TV and doing basically what I did before and still doing true crime. Two different types of channels, you know. It's a very iconic, unique YouTube name, I must admit. Well, no, there was another Jams TV too, but he spelled it different. He spelled it JAMS TV. I spell it JAMZ TV, right? And the person, the other Jimmy Jams, was Busy Bones from Bone Thugs and Harmony. He had the same channel name as me. Like, it was crazy. I was like, why the hell is Busy Bones' channel name Jams TV? Why ain't it Busy Bones TV or something? But the dude from and I was first because I've been here 6, 7 years. But he had a channel called Jams TV too. Dolly, do you have a PO box for mailing gifts? You do so much for people. It'd be cool if you had somewhere for us to thank you for the holidays. Well, I mean, you can shoot me a message on Facebook and I can send you a place that I pick up my mail from. I really don't expect much, like I said, if anybody wants to give me anything, a good way to do that is like join up, become a member, or give a membership away. I don't need much. I'm pretty good on life. Best channel on these streets, Dolly, is a genius at game, invention, comedy, entertainment, and true crime. I'm just good at occupying my boring ass mind, coming up with things to keep me occupied. I think I'm pretty good at that. I guess that's a good quality. I think I would say one of my best qualities is probably my creativity. I'm pretty creative. Not just on YouTube, but just in life in general. I'm pretty fucking creative. I could come up with some stuff quick. Dolly Vision is a memorable name. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, and I always tell people an easy way to remember it. There's a great and there's a ain't. I'm the ain't. Dolly's the great, the singer. I'm the other one that ain't the other Dolly. You know. Do you know the guy from Nirvana changed his name to the other guy from Nirvana? Okay, because we know Kurt Cobain, we know Dave Grohl, but the other guy, he changed his name legally to the other guy from Nirvana. Nobody ever knew his name. They just knew he was the other guy from Nirvana. And I looked up who gets the money from Nirvana, and Dave Grohl gets, I think they get 17%, and him and the other guy from Nirvana, which is his name, they get 17% of Nirvana of the royalties. Dolly grateful for subs, likes, and donos, ladies and gents. For the holidays is what pays the bills. Let's be real here. Yeah, I mean, thank God. There's a lot of people out here, at Christmas time, all bitter and mad and things. Um, I see a lot of jealousy that goes down on the internet streets. I'm ready to just, get through Christmas, and get past this shit. Thank you so much, Jennifer B. Legally, the other guy. Yeah, he changed his name to the other guy from Nirvana. I'm gonna change my name to that YouTube dude. That dude on YouTube. Because that's what you people usually say to me. Hey, ain't you that dude on YouTube? So I'll be like, hey, my name is that dude on YouTube. Yeah, how was the fight? The fight was terrible. It was none of them were good. PJ sat there played her game most of the time. The fights were pretty boring. I had it, it's so boring. I kept going out to smoke. So she was a trooper, but she got here passed out. She's out. She's knocked out. I mean, she ain't knocked out like Allie on drugs. She's actually asleep. C-Hag acts like she's the only one who pays bills. Well, that's the thing. If she sees channels doing good and her channel's not, and she's mad about it. Like, if you see people's channels doing good, maybe learn from those people. If I've told hate channels this from the jump. There's only a certain amount of people that watch hate channels, right? Because there ain't but so many people around here know who we are. You know what I'm saying? There ain't but so many people know who Dolly is. There ain't but so many people know who Betty is. Ain't no but so many people know who else they pick on JLR. There ain't but so many people. There's only a certain audience for that. But everything else, there's huge audiences for. So if you're just a channel that just does that, you'll never see the numbers like that I'm seeing. So you gotta really look at yourself and what you're doing. If you become a decent person and do decent shit and not a C-Hag, people will support you and respect you and come watch you and hang out with you and kick it with you. And you need to do that, not be bitching and moaning. Everybody don't want to hear hate every day. I mean, everybody likes a little drama here and there. You can't say you don't. A little tiny bit of everybody likes it. But if you overdo it, then it's shitty. Then you get caught in the fucking bubble, you know. Good channels are converted to hate channels all the time. People love to hate Bond. It's sad. I go in a channel, and the first thing I tell them when I get there is I'm here to hate Bond with you. Okay? Because I'll go into channels that hate, but I just hate it when they hate on the same people every day. Like, I get it, you hate things people do, but ain't there other people that you hate things that they do? Why do you like obsessively talk about the same person over and over and over again? It like if I was like I could click into a hate channel if you was talking about different people. Like this week we're talking about Bullhorn Betty. Next week we're talking about JLR. This week we're talking about Baby Gap. This week we talking about Dolly. I could get down with that. You know what I'm saying? But when you click in the channel and it's just this is the Bullhorn Betty 3 hour segment every day, it's like, dude, like that's why some of your channels are stifled. And all that time you take to put into a video that the same 300 haters are going to watch, that's a video you could have took the time to make that 300 new people would have watched and might have subbed up your channel and became a viewer and supported you and rocked with you and helped you along the way. But you chose to do the same thing over and over and over again. And they say if you do the same thing over and over again and you expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. Okay. So don't be mad at other people. What you need to do is channel your hate and put that in to work. Okay. Like if you got naysayers, prove them wrong. Don't, but if you out here being shitty people, there's only a small audience for that. I like JLR. What am I missing? No, I'm just saying that, these people, they pick a certain amount of people they pick on. And usually the people they pick on are like, Molly, Betty, JLR, me, Baby Gap. There's a few other ones, but they usually tend to stick to Betty these days. It's like every channel is a fucking I hate Betty channel. And some of these people, I do believe they could bring really good content to the internet, right? I do. I think some of these channels could be really good, but they're so stuck on hating Betty that they stifle their own creativity, and the good things they could bring to the internet, they don't bring, you know? If you're that good at editing Bullhorn Betty videos, think about how good at editing real videos that people want to see would be, okay? Because I see some people that are super good at editing and trying to tear Betty apart. And I'm like, man, if you would have took that and focused that video on a topic that people care about with those skills, man, you would be doing so much better. Your channels would be doing better, growing, numbers would be growing, and you wouldn't have to be mad, you know? It's like, if you look at people's numbers and it makes you mad, or you look at other people's channels and it makes you mad, then everybody on the internet would have to be mad because none of us are Mr. Beast and none of us is PewDiePie and none of us is, you know what I'm saying? None of us do them. You know what I'm saying? You would have to, I don't hate none of them people because they're doing better than me. You think I look at Mr. Beast and go, man, this dude probably has 700 Lamborghinis. Let me hate his ass. No, if anything, I would like to meet the guy and be like, man, what can I do to be better? What did you do? And I know what he did. He took everything, every penny money he made, and he put back into his YouTube channel for the first 10 years. That's what he said he did. And I did that for the first going on 6 years. Okay. I ain't had the success he's had, but it took him 10 years before he even got noticed. So, but smart guy, he invested in himself. He just kept building and building and building. Every cent he made, he just put it back into that. And he technically said he is the poorest YouTuber on YouTube because he spends $4 million a month making videos, and he makes about $4 million a month. So if he wanted to be a millionaire, he would spend one less million on making his videos, he said. And he was sitting there with like Logan Paul and a bunch of other big YouTubers. And believe it or not, he has the most plays of everybody. And he says he makes the less money than anybody that was on the stage with him. I was like, wow, because he puts all of it back. He don't keep any of it. He just reinvests it all. Jealousy looks ugly on everyone. Yeah, I think when you see people doing good, try to pick up things from them, try to learn from them. What's making them so successful? I ain't saying copy people. I'm saying learn from people. It's all a learning experience. If you look at a video I created 6 years ago, I'm a way better content creator than I was 6 years ago. I'm a hell of a lot better at editing, putting videos together, coming up here just chopping it up for shit. I've been talking for 2 straight hours. Good good morning, Ann. Hate bonding is good and all for a little bit, Little I hate this person, I hate this person, but like I said, that's only going to take you so far. Do you want to, if that's what you're searching for on the internet? But if you're one of those people like me that want that little plaque that you hang on the wall for no other reason than it's a fucking piece of wood, then you can't, you gotta think bigger than that. And I know the audience is small for that. Your channel's grown a lot since I first subbed. Well, we're at 28,000 or something. I mean, it's growing. It ain't as quick as I like, okay? But then again, I haven't been doing any advertising, anything like that. And coming up here soon, I am going to start to do some advertisings and things like that. And I'm going to try to do a lot this year as far as being at a lot of places to where I got some plans. I got some plans to get my damn plaque. I can tell you that. I'm getting it this year. This is the year. 2024, the year of Dolly. It was like 14,000 when you sub, maybe less. Luna Moon just gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, Luna. That is awesome of you. I'm glad you guys, like, somebody came in the other night and was talking about Alien Billy, right? And that is like when I first came onto YouTube, I had this little mascot that stood and it was like a little alien, and I named him Alien Billy. And when somebody came in, it was like, "Where's Alien Billy?" You know how I got all the things, the little statues and shit around, like Freddy and Chucky and shit. It was an alien, and I knew then. I was like, "Yo, this person's been with me a long ass time, right? Since the very beginning of." Uh, I didn't know what I wanted to do on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have a direction. I did YouTube out of pretty much boredom. I was sitting around, middle of the night, can't sleep. Like, shit, what am I gonna do? And then I made that first video, and nobody hardly watched it. Second videos, I think nobody hardly watched it. And by I think my third video, I went completely fucking viral. Unbelievably, did like 1 million views in 3 days. I went from having no subscribers to over 10,000 subscribers. Just off that one video. And then I knew then I was like, okay, I can get down with this YouTube stuff, And then I think here's the key is when I didn't have no success in the very beginning, right? None. Like none. Like I mean, you look at the videos, there'd be 11 people watched it. I spent hours shooting these videos and 11 people watch it. Like I can fucking walk outside and show it to 11 people. And I was just like, all right, I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna give up. And I just, cause here's the thing. I didn't do it for money. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't matter if 10 people watched it or 10,000 people watched it or 100,000 people watched it. It didn't matter to me. It was just like I wanted somebody to watch it, not because of revenue. I just wanted somebody to listen to me. Everybody wants to have a voice. They want people to listen to. Everybody does. And then I don't know. I guess that voice just my old redneck ass, stupid ass caught on. That goes into the saying, don't give up, don't quit. Like when you think it's going to suck and, this ain't working for me, give it a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? When you're at that point of giving up, don't give up. Go a little bit longer, make sure you positive that you want to give up. You have a gift for it. Yeah, but coming into this, like, I didn't know that, I had no plans of being some YouTube dude or content creator or any of this. It kind of I just let life flow like water and I just kind of followed along with everything. And YouTube completely changed my life. So it's crazy how a little decision can change your whole life. Little decision. One night I was sitting here with an iPhone 5 and said, let me shoot this fucking video. And I was sitting here by my damn self bored. It was probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Whatever decision I made that night to make that video that nobody watched completely changed my life. And it's insane when I look back at it because my life wasn't going in this direction. It's going in a totally different direction, a direction that sucked. Okay. It was sucking. I mean, not like I still enjoyed it. I just the work, the labor, doing things I didn't want to do, stuff I didn't enjoy. I'm in a way better position than that now. So when I look back at it, whatever decision I made that night was the right decision. And then from there, it snowballed downhill, growing, uh, and building and building. And now I enjoy it and I want to take it to the next, see how far I can actually take it. And like I said, I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off this year. If this year I don't get that plaque this year, there ain't no getting it. Okay. I'm gonna make JLR look like he's sitting still this year. All right, you're gonna be like, how the hell is he getting all these places? I'm gonna be there. Okay. Y'all can call me Amalamps chasing Dolly. I'm there. I'd say this year or 24. Oh, I ain't gonna get it this year. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking the rest of the, the holiday season off. That's why I told everybody. It's like I ain't doing no true crime stuff. Everybody like, hey, I ain't doing no true crime. It's Christmas. I'm doing Christmas. I'm hanging out and enjoying my time. Right at the first of the year, we go full fledged right back into true crime, searching court cases, videos, live streams. It's my full time job. So we're going to do that and kick it. So there's going to be a lot of Dolly coming out. Plus, January, February to the end of March, you're going to get a ton of Dolly shit, true crime shit, because it's cold as hell. And all I do at that point is start making videos. And once I get in the zone of editing videos again, I'm pretty good at what I do. A lot of times, and this is crazy to say, but I'll share it with you guys. When I first started doing the videos in the beginning, nobody was watching me. Okay, so I'd make these videos and I'm spending hours and hours trying to make these really great videos, and nobody's watching. Nobody gives two shits, right? So you're like, man, I just spent all this time. I spent 8 hours, a whole day making this video, and nobody's watching it. And then, you know, you make a video where you spend 10 minutes on it. Crazy Nurse just gifted $1 Dolly membership. And I would make these like videos where I didn't take no time, just editing them, nothing, just shoot them on my phone. Hey, blah, blah, and talk about something. And I was getting crazy views. I mean, crazy. Like, way more than I've ever done in true crime. I mean, even at the height of true crime, I mean, what are my videos were doing here? 25,000 plays, something like that. In the height of what I was doing over there, them videos were doing 1,000,000 plays, 300,000 plays, 250,000 plays. Like videos where at the end of it have 1,000 comments and things like that. I've never been able to do that in true crime, right? So if anybody ever thinks I came into true crime for numbers, nah, there ain't no numbers in true crime. That's why, you know, it takes so long to get to that 100,000 mark unless you're out there really chasing it. And you see that JLR had to hang out with a cone for 2 straight weeks. Okay. That cone got them 100,000 subscribers. So I just got to find me a cone. All right. And we'll find me a cone to hang out with. And we're going to get that 100K. All right. So, like, all my big numbers on YouTube came from other things. Mandela effects. The biggest video I ever did was a Jim Carrey video on alternate realities. That's what I'm saying. True crime is not the even my Tekashi 69 videos that I was doing on the little rapper dude, they were doing 100,000, 75,000. I mean, big numbers, I don't see that in true crime unless you're like that one girl does really good. This Christina Randall does good. You'll see big numbers. What's the dude with the makeup on his face? Drip Drop. He does good numbers in true crime. Okay, there is a few true crime people that do big numbers. It just ain't a lot, And then and I guess people in true crime they kind of stick to those bigger people and they don't watch everybody else. So it's kind of hard to grow to super big numbers quick in true crime. I think it'd be a lot easier if I was talking about trending topics. Okay, like what's going on in entertainment, like what's Paris Hilton doing, what is that, who's fighting with who's going to jail for what. Them videos crush. I love these off the cuff talks he does, like the second half of just the AM live, because I'm just hanging out with y'all, chopping it up. I really pretty much talked about what I wanted to talk about already was, how much money Cam and Allie stole. But technically they didn't steal it. But when you just taking and I guess it's not stealing, but it ain't good. It definitely ain't good. I think it's taken advantage of is what is to the level of $15,000 to $17,000 roughly. One lady. And if you're doing that to one person, I guarantee you this. Now that this lady's, stories out there of how much money she gave Cam and Allie, I guarantee you other people come out and say, well, yeah, I was giving them money too. And I bet you that 17,000 is probably a lot more than that. I can only imagine what they could get. You know what I'm saying? Well, what, you just don't know if these people are hitting because they're asking people for money. Let me ask you this. There's 523 of you in the room here. Have I ever sent you a message asking you for money? Anybody in this room? Have y'all ever got a message from me asking for money? Hey, this is Dolly. Can I borrow you 20 bucks? Or hey, this is Dolly. Can I get 350? Anybody? Anybody out there? Anybody? If I ever asked any that right there, like if you're asking, you're not just asking her, Miss Nancy, Miss Dennis, whatever her name was. He was literally asking for this money. Okay. Now that's different. Like, how do we know you just asked her? Okay. How do we know you wasn't asking all these women, all your supporters on YouTube for money? Okay. Behind the scenes, yo, let me get 20, let me get 20, let me get 20. Before you know it, you done got $1,000 worth of drug money and nobody knows the wiser other than they gave you 20 bucks, But if you got 100 people giving you 20 bucks, you do the math. I wouldn't mess with you if you did. Okay, so everybody's getting a message from me tonight trying to borrow some money. Okay, I'm sending everybody a message tonight that says, yo, let me hold 50 forever. I ain't giving it back to you. Okay. But at least I'm honest. Okay. Like, hey, you ain't getting that back. All right. I'm broke as hell. Now I got to eat. Okay. But I ain't got to eat that much. I ain't got to eat $17,000 worth. All right. Dolly don't got to eat that good. I just got to eat and pay for this light. Other than that, I'm fucking good. $17,000, I'd be sliding through the screen and shit. I'd be buzzing around like Queen Bee. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hell no. Nah. I'm lucky with what I got. I'm happy, though, If I can eat and pay my bills and I can reach in my pocket and I can grab a soda, it ain't slap ass broke, I'm happy, I don't gotta have $1 billion. I ain't gotta have $17,000 drug habit. Now, my smoke ain't cheap. That's a little bit of a costly thing, but I'm working on that. I know I got a big heart, and I'm sure people have took advantage of my niceness in this world. You know, I try to vet people before I do things for them the best I can. Because you just never know when somebody's lying or really need help. You know, there's just so many scammers that it hurts people that really do need help. You know what I'm saying? You got so many people fucking scamming. When somebody really does need something, you don't know who to help because everybody these days is just scammers. Dolly, make a different channel for rants and chill streams and vibes, not crime, please. Make a separate channel. Well, that's probably what's going to end up happening because after the first of the year, like I said, we are going back to straight true crime. And I may bring something else where it's a little more chill, I think though one thing is the reason I don't have my plaque is because I focused on 2 channels. I think if I would have just focused on 1 channel instead of it being 40,000 here and 30,000 here, I'd be at 1 channel with 70,000. I would only be 30,000 away from my plaque. But now I'm 60 on this channel and I'm 70 on this channel. You see what I'm saying? So kind of, but if the numbers don't matter to me like that, I just want the damn plaque. I mean, having 100,000 subscribers ain't no different than having this amount of subscribers. If you look at, let's say JLR just hit 100,000, right? You look at his lives, he ain't got no more people than, it's about the same. Lynn Thank you for $19.99 in pounds. Good Lord, I'm rich. All right. I'm moving to Beverly Hills. And I ain't never coming back. Okay. That's it for me. I'm retiring. This shit's over with. I'm moving to the Caribbean. I'm gonna train dolphins. Okay. Wild coyotes. Okay. I'm going into wild coyote training. And thank you, Lynn. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays to all you guys. You guys are absolutely the best. Y'all put up with me and listen to me talk the weirdest, craziest stuff. Dolly, will you keep the uncensored channel? Yes, my panel channel. Panel channel comes back after the 1st. Everything goes back to the normal after the 1st. I just took December off. Okay? The whole month of December off from any of it. You know? I slowly take, well, in the beginning I was still doing stuff, but then I just tapered down to absolutely nothing. But I'm going full speed ahead. And you got to remember during the holidays, we had a lot of stuff to pack and ship for Turtle Island and all the things we gave away. So we've been pretty busy. So, if I'm going to be busy behind the scenes, I don't want to be too busy on YouTube, right? Because then when the YouTube ends, I'm working. You know, I just don't. I mean, a lot of people when they stop YouTubing, they stop YouTube. When I stop YouTubing, I got to go ship shit, make shit, do shit. You know, because now the soap stuff has become my job. So I got to keep all that stuff up and running. So to me, I feel like shit. Sometimes I work harder, more hours here on things than I did at work, working in the electrical field. I don't work as hard, okay? Just longer hours. Because you think about this. Time I sit up here and talk with you guys, 3 or 4 hours. Time I go work 4 or 5 hours on things. You're talking about a full 9, 10-hour day right there. Move over, Dolly the Great. The ain't is moving into your mansion. I wish the ain't is moving in. Dolly is awesome. The real Dolly, you know. I think the second Dolly ain't bad. Okay, just quite ain't as good quite as the ain't gonna live as long as that Dolly either. She looked good for her age, I have to say. Still singing. You need time with hanging out with your family. I just been lazy. I ain't been doing much. I've been taking naps, okay? I've been taking old man naps. All right. Where everybody's fighting on the internet during the day, I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Where they all trying to kill each other, I'm drinking the damn sugar plums and shit. You know? I get up in the middle of the night and then I just come hang with you guys. But of course, like I said though, after the 1st, I'll be shooting videos, putting out videos, doing live streams, going on searches, going to, like I said, we're going to do the cover the Leilani case in Georgia since I'm a free man now. We're going to be going to Idaho for the damn Kohlberger case. That's the one I really want to do. Is the Kohlberger one. Of course, we're going to cover some of the Corey Bigsby shit because that's here in my town. We're going to. I might even go sit in a little bit on the Rex. I don't know. So there will be some court bench sliding. Just because I want to sit in on them. But yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff this year. Free man. Yeah, that stuff in Georgia. Finally. You know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't been back to Georgia or anything and done too much travel because you know, I was out on bond in Georgia to just here recently. So even though you go get in any kind of trouble, I go down to Georgia and they hem me up for any reason, they can revoke my bond and lock me up, right? I wasn't going nowhere near Georgia on bond. You cops down there will set your ass up, right? So yeah, I just now it's done, over with, you know, so I ain't got to worry about it. You dealt with that for like 8 months. I dealt with that for over a year. That happened over a year ago. Okay, that shit just carried on and carried on and carried on. And the one dude that went to jail down in Georgia, he ain't even went to court yet. I was like, damn. He was like, yeah, they keep pushing it back, pushing it back. Sassy says, when I was younger, people used to tell me I looked like Dolly. I was a big blonde. 14 months. Is that how long it's been? Holy shit. You know. You know they still haven't trigger warning people. Trigger warning. They still ain't buried that baby. Okay? They still ain't even buried little Quentin. Do you see Dolly in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit at halftime? She's gorgeous. I thought you was talking about me. Did you see me in a cheerleader's outfit? I was like, I don't think so. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. You know, get it, Dolly Parton. And she was kind of holding on to things. I don't know if it was like something was going on with her. But I noticed she was during that performance, she was kind of holding the side of the stage the whole time. I don't know if so she wouldn't fall over or I just noticed she was kind of clinged on to it the whole time. And like I'd seen her at the beginning of 2023 due to opening for Dolly, what is it, Dollywood or Dollyville, Dolly, whatever fucking town she got. And she performed at that and she wasn't doing anything like that. She wasn't holding on to anything or she was just getting it. So yeah, poor baby Quentin. So I don't know what they're waiting for at this point to go ahead and do the funeral for Quentin because you remember the coffin was designed way back, and that thing was pretty. I remember it had the paws on it. It had the pictures of Billy Joe. But from my understanding, the bones of that baby Dollywood have still not been turned over to any of the family for burial. So that little baby's kind of sitting in limbo right now. You know, they believe you stay in the spirit world until you're rightfully put to rest. You know, um, maybe once they put him in the ground where he's supposed to be, maybe that little ghost will go to where it's supposed to go. You know, that's what I think anyway. That's why maybe that thing is roaming because he hadn't been found, he hadn't been put to rest, and he's still stuck on this. His spirit's still stuck in this planet somehow. I mean, I don't know. I just know that was a damn ghost. Okay. Other than that, call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but I know what I saw, and I know it won't fake. So, with that said, that's the realest ghost video I've ever seen in my whole entire human existence. Okay, because I know it's real. They're just releasing the children to be put to rest after the Lori Vallow evil mother trial ended so horrific. Oh my God, the Doomsday Mom, Lori Vallow. She reminds me of Sherry Moon Zombie, Rob Zombie's wife. Like she looks like her. You know, she's a killer. Like she played in Devil's Rejects. That's who she reminds me of. Lori Vallow. Every time I see her, I was like, she reminds me so much of Sherry Moon Zombie. No, Olivia edits. Bless the Ellie that found him in the landfill. They had to be a hard job. I saw it when he was there live. Yeah, you know, to be honest, I didn't think they were gonna find him. I didn't. I know somebody that works at a landfill, and they tell me you make it into that landfill, they ain't finding your ass. The person that worked at the landfill I knew, they said they found somebody there before, but they found him coming off a truck because they dumped the truck into a big place and then they sorted it. And when they dumped it, they found the body. But if you make it through it, the sorted part and into the landfill, they said the chances of finding you is like good luck with it. Devil's Rejects was awesome. Three from Hell. I like a lot of Rob Zombie movies. There's a lot of them I don't like though. You know, I didn't like any of the Halloweens he did. I thought that was the worst shit ever. I didn't like the Salem Witch movie. He's got a bunch of movies I like. The Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, 3 from Hell, maybe even 31. 31 sucked. Devil's Rejects House 1000 Court series was good. Other than that, Rob Zombie, man, I don't know. You know, maybe he should be the assistant director. You know, maybe they should bring somebody in to do movies with him. Like he needs a little help. Okay, just a little bit. I'm saying he brings good aspects to movies, but there's things he's missing in movies. I don't know. The Monsters movie, it was pretty damn stupid too. I ain't gonna lie. 31 least fave. Yeah, so I didn't like none of the Halloweens. I didn't like the Salem witch trial thing. I didn't like, but there's some stuff, like I said, his House of 1000 Corpses, Devil Rejects, that series, great. Tammy, good morning, Dolly and chat. Good morning. Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way. $20 now. Okay, that's my Dolly dance. Y'all clip channels get that. All right. It ain't quite as good as Baby Gap in the you know, his weirdo dance. Free clubber. Little Dove. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank y'all for all the support. If you haven't, hit the like on the video. I don't know what good that's going to do. I just say it to say it at this fucking point. Just hit the like on the video. And I think we're going to give something away tonight on Turtle Island because the last one, well, the last one did 700 likes, but the one before that did 1,000 likes. So I'm thinking about giving something away. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to give away. I'm going to think of something. I think that was the Cabbage Patch dance. Oh, okay. I'm working on my Baby Gap. I ain't quite patented it yet. You know, I'm getting there slowly. Make these guys hit 1K likes or no gift tonight, Dolly Vision. If they hit 1K the other night. I don't know if it even helps us in the algorithm. Because if you look at the videos, Turtle Island does about the same amount of views each show. So, but definitely, you know, liking it can't hurt. So definitely, if we gonna do something. We're gonna do something cool. We always try to do something cool. You need a Chucky doll dance? Please don't learn the E-jerk dance. Okay, yeah, I don't know that he can keep all that E spanking, E jerking, E whatever he does to his nasty old self. Imagine setting something down in his house. Okay, it would stick to everything. That bitch whole house probably light up in a black light. I gotta cut my camera off. I ain't leaving yet though. I'm just cutting my camera off. I think y'all have seen enough of my ugly face so far. He's still body of evidence, Dolly, until the case it went too fast. Definitely try to always set goals for your stream, dude. No matter what, you're creative and talented. I believe in this channel, truly. Well, thank you for believing in the channel. Okay, thank you for believing in Dolly. You know who else believes in Dolly? Me. Okay, I believe in myself. I think I can. I think I can. All right, I still got a little bit of fight left in me. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody's having a happy holidays. Sunglasses, Dolly. What about sunglasses? They'll be here in 2 days. My line of shades. Everybody better get a pair. Cause look, I don't know if I told y'all. I'm gonna fill y'all in. I got a couple ways that I'm gonna be doing giveaways. So when you get my Dolly sunglasses, right, you see better than 4K because when I do the sunglasses, it's going to come with a decoder card. So say we put a letter up on the screen, like let's just say, for instance, E or I. Say I. I might not mean I. It might mean M. So you got to have a decoder card to tell me what the word is. So each video will have a letter in it. And at the end of each week, we're going to do a giveaway. So you'll have to have the decoder card, and you say, when you call in, you'll be like, I can tell you what the code is. You tell me what the code is, and then you're that week's winner, and you get the prize, whatever prize we're giving away at the end of the week. Okay. You ordered yours yesterday. Well, they come in 2 days, okay? So they will ship out the day that I get them, because I promise everybody I'm going to try to get them to them before Christmas, but you'll probably get them right after Christmas. That way we can get the decoder cards out so we can start doing the codes each week, okay? So first, the cards are going to go out with the sunglasses, okay? So you can see better than 4K. You can see in Dolly Vision. And then we're going to roll out the decoder cards with the lotions and soaps. So when you order lotions and soap, it'll come with one. So that way you can get in also on the giveaways. Also, one of our items, when you get it in the mail, may contain a golden ticket, like the Willy Wonka bar. On that golden ticket will be a number, okay? On that number, you call it, and it will be Dolly. And Dolly is going to give you something, okay? So we're doing cool things like that, but something, a little more interactive to make it fun. Dolly sunglasses, I have to check them out. Yeah, I mean, the channel's Dolly Vision, okay? Dolly Vision. You got to be able to see in Dolly Vision. Dolly, are you going to do the interview with Morbid? I don't know. It depends. I got to check my schedule. You know what I'm saying? I got to check my schedule. 254 likes. Well, I don't only see 171. Well, damn, there's 600 of you in here this morning. Y'all gonna do me dirty like that at Christmas? Y'all gonna do me dirty? I'm just playing. I ain't even worried about it. I ain't even sweating likes. Y'all can all hit the dislike. Okay, everybody dislike the video. There's 600 of you here. Everybody hit dislike. Hey, I have a question that I totally missed the boat on. What happened to Jose? The Jose in the Summer Wells case? Jose passed away in a park in like a homeless compound in California. Small buttons, big fingers. I hit the like as I always do. Pick your poison either way. It's great for the channel. Very Metal Erica says I see 277 likes. Dolly, have you done anything about survival? Are you talking about Survivor? I haven't heard anything back. So, if they don't pick you, they just don't pick you. It ain't the end of the world. But what I am going to do is apply for Squid Games today, okay? Because I got the address to submit my application. So I am going to do that today, later on today, after I take a nap. So it shouldn't be too long, and PJ will come walking in here like Frankenstein. So, and she told me as soon as we seen it, she was like, "You better go back there and fill that out." I was like, "I'll do it later." I think she thought I was just going to instantly do it, like jump up and be like, "Oh my God, let me go fill this out." But nah, I'm a little more patient than that. Country Kitten says we got 285 likes so far. Well, that's awesome of you guys. At least 285 of you don't hate my face. Here, let me put this in the ashtray. Turn my ugly face. Oh, damn, that's what I look like in the morning. Did you make a video? Did I make a video on what? Yeah, yeah. I'm working on that. Okay. Um, I'm working on 2 videos, actually. I'm working on one video for that, and then I'm working on another one for my new game coming up, right? I think the commercial I shot for my new game is pretty cool, okay? I mean, it looks straight out of Squid Games. It's hard to tell it's not the actual show. You know, that's the only thing. Like, I need to change it up, I'm thinking, before it actually I bring it to life, because if it's too close to them, I don't want people trying to sue me or anything like that. I know it ain't exactly what they're doing, but I don't want it's hard to change the concept, really. You know what I'm saying? Unless I change the color of the outfits. Because the outfits, matter of fact, it's just the outfit sitting right here. It's this color. Okay. So that is the Squid Games outfit. I got that from a cosplay store. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. The game is going to have the characters. So when you play in the game, you're going to play as a person that looks like the Squid Games. The only difference was I was thinking if we could change the colors to green. But then I started thinking about that. I was like, well, we can't change the color to green because I'm shooting this shit on a green screen. Now I could change the green screen to a blue screen and maybe get away with it like that. Usually I don't do that because I got blue eyes. Okay. And if you got blue eyes and you're on a blue screen, it looks like you have no eyeballs. Okay. So that's why everybody uses green screen because most people don't wear green. Okay. That's why they use that color, the chroma key, because people don't usually have green eyes. You're less likely to have green eyes than blue or brown. So they usually use a green screen. You could do red, but then the suits are red. You know what I'm saying? So whatever color we choose to do to say if I wanted to wear a green outfit with the mask, so it's just like theirs, but instead of red people or green people, because it's Turtle Games, I would have to change my green screen. I couldn't do green on green because then we'd be invisible people. You see what I'm saying? And because I want my backdrops and stuff to look like the game and different things from different board games. So some of it'll be original art and things of that nature, and some of it'll be taken from Squid Games. So you kind of get the concept of what's going on. Basically, it's just people playing children's games. Nobody wears yellow. Yeah, but yellow sometimes shows up at green. If you ever notice on Turtle Island when I hold up the cards and they're yellow, it looked like the card is vanished and sometimes you can't see what it's saying. That's because yellow sometimes, depending on the light, will come up as a chroma key green. Lightning Tiger, Ernest Shale. I'm glad to see you doing well, my friend. I ain't doing bad at all. I'm chilling, just waiting for Christmas to be here and over with, kind of thing. So I can start the new year off rocking and rolling, ready to go. Purple screen problem solved. Yeah, but then you got to go out and get all that purple stuff or whatever color you decide to chroma key out, and I don't know. So maybe I will just run it red and we'll try to change it up just a little bit so it ain't exactly like Squid Games, the characters, but they're gonna be close. There's gonna be triangle, there's gonna be circle, there's gonna be square, just like the game. So it'll be fun, you know, straight from the mind of Dolly. I would love for you to come with me on Operation ROC when we show the people where child trafficking goes on. Lightning Tigers. I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta check my schedule. Check it. I think I'm tied up. I got a lot of stuff going on this year. Like I said, there's a few cases I'm going to cover. We're going to do CromCon in Nashville. I hope to see you guys out there. That would be cool. And of course, I'll be putting out more information when we get closer to that. Because I'm looking for some YouTubers to maybe do it with me. Go hang out Nashville True Crime Convention, the biggest one in the country. Okay, and it's May 31st through June 2nd, Nashville. So if you're near Nashville, I'm thinking about doing that. Okay, so me and PJ and Lolo will be in Nashville May 31st through June 2nd. You took a short nap. You're back here. I no longer take part in international giveaways. As the last one I won, Amazon took most of the gift vouchers. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Is like a lot of our giveaways, we got to kind of make sure people are within America and Canada because we shipped a package to I don't know where it went, but it was like $70. Okay, it was more than what was in the package. So, yeah, on the giveaways, yeah, we're gonna have to make sure they stay within America and Canada for right now. Or unless you win a giveaway and you'll pay for shipping, because the shipping rates, international shipping rates, are crazy. Okay, like I'm like, whoa, you must really want that to pay that much in shipping. Which is why I asked for you to donate to your local animal charity instead. We will be going to places that children predators call kitty strolls. I wish you well, brother. I am happy for your success. Merry Christmas. Be safe. Same thing to you, Ernie Shell. Stay out of trouble, man. Let me know when that goes down. If I'm free, just hit me up. But I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling in 2024. I'm already like plotting and planning, going into the year of what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna be. You know, I'm actually gonna have to put a little bit of a schedule together. Not nothing crazy, but this month I'm gonna gotta do this. This month I'm gonna do this. Just a basic. Um, language. I'm a little behind on the chat. So anybody got any big plans for the day? Me? I'm gonna tell you what Dolly's plans for the day. Eat. All right, I'm getting pretty good at that. I done gained a few pounds too. I'm getting a little chubby. Dolly put on some weight. Okay. I'm getting my weight up, not my hate up. I'm gonna sleep. And then of course Turtle Island is tonight. The night is Sunday, right? Yeah, it's Sunday night. So Turtle Island's tonight. Somebody has to go home. Okay. I know the show's been straight chaos. People fighting and making enemies and all that good stuff at Christmas time. Why can't it just be let the best person win? Okay. So tonight is Turtle Island. Make sure you're there. I don't know what we're giving away. I don't even know if we're doing a giveaway tonight. We may be, we may not. You never know. That's a good reason to show up. Who will it be? I have no clue. I had to look at the notes to see who has immunity. I think it seems like it's always the same people, okay, that have immunity. Even when I do with immunity on the phone calls, it seems like it's always the same people too. So but some of the people do got a lot of support, so it's hard to get past their immunities constantly. So I don't know. But in the end, there can only be one winner. You know, there's no participation trophy. You know, no. Last season we did. I offered. The lab donated his to St. Jude's. Dumpling didn't want it. I think she was a little upset about losing. A little bit. She just thought that she didn't need it. And somebody else I gave some money to too. There was 3 people at the end. So, but usually there's only supposed to be 1 winner. Okay. Everybody else, you don't win, you don't win. All right. Now I might do something for the runner-up this season also. But for the rules, it's only the winner. Okay. I hate participation trophies. I just hate it. Right. But if you make it second to the end, maybe you deserve a little something, something. So Dolly gonna look out for the runner-up. And of course, I think, see, here's the thing. Usually I would already have the belt that you win. Okay. But I haven't ordered it yet because I don't think a woman wants a belt, a championship belt, unless it's Miss Ann. Okay. So I haven't ordered the belt yet. When the last man, if the last man gets knocked off, which the last dude on the island, I believe is Mab, and he's just been brought to the island. If Mab gets knocked off the island, then I can go ahead and order the trophy, the crystal trophy that's going to say Turtle Island that you wanted, you know, that type of thing. So I've waited to get the actual trophy or belt that you will win. Okay. Now, if Miss Ann wins, I would give her a belt because she was a former wrestler. But most women, they're looking at it like a belt. You know, the lab won it last season. He's a dude, you know. He can hang it on his wall or, you know, beat his kids with it. I don't know. I don't even know if he has kids. But I'm just saying he can do whatever the hell he wants with the belt. And Justin won it the first season. And he told me to stick the belt up my ass. Okay. He's mad about me saying something about Molly. And he was like, stick the belt up your ass. Okay. Knowing it would fit in his ass a lot easier than it would mine, he still wanted me to stick it in my butt. Okay. And that wasn't good with Dolly. I wasn't sticking no belts in my butt. Okay. So he didn't get the belt. He didn't claim his prize. He didn't get nothing. He just won. Okay. And then, you know, of course, season 2, we didn't have a poor sport. Josh came in, he showed up, he did his thing. So that worked good. And I know season 3, I'll have a good outcome too. I doubt whoever wins this season is going to tell me to stick the belt up my butt. Okay. And yeah, Kelly Sue, the lab donated the money to St. Jude's, which is awesome. He didn't have to do that. He chose to do that. You do whatever you want with it, you know. The lab hasn't posted pictures yet. I know. Okay. Y'all gonna have to pressure him. Be like, hey, we want to see you in the belt, homie. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even seen you in the belt that you won. But it's his. If he don't have to take pictures with it. He don't have to do anything with it. It was just part of the prize pack that went with winning Turtle Island. You know, it's up to him to whatever he don't want to wear it. He ain't got to wear it. He don't want to take pictures of it. He ain't got to take pictures of it. It's his. He can burn the damn thing. It's up to him. I just heard Justin on a live say he won the first season. He did. He did. He just didn't collect the belt or the prize. He told me to stick it up my ass. Justin don't need no money. You know what I'm saying? And I had designed the belt for him too in like white and pink. It was on with his face on it. It was nice. But he was mad, you know, about the Molly thing. He wanted to act like Molly's pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? Let Molly tote him around. And, you know, I'm just playing. I don't know why people get mad, right? Why get mad and hold a grudge? You know, I'm just playing, right? And Molly, see, Molly's done been back to the channel since then. Molly has, right? And Molly was the one I was talking about, not him. And he's the one that got mad. He got mad for Molly. Molly knows this is the internet. We're going to talk shit about each other, all in fun. You know what I'm saying? Molly didn't hold a grudge. You see, Molly came right back on the channel. What up, Dolly? Hey, how you been? Like, we ain't seen each other in months. You know what I'm saying? She ain't mentioned me calling her all the names I called her, and you know what I'm saying, or the things she said about me. We didn't even go over. It didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It's the internet. You know, I don't get. Some people don't get that. Jennifer, he shouldn't even say anything. He's not a winner. He's a wimp. I don't know. He won fair and square. You know, it's hard to win it because, well, he won it on a season where there wasn't the eggs. You know, now it's a lot harder to win Turtle Island, I think, because even though you're the biggest, most popular person, the egg will get you up out of there. Okay, you can be the most popular motherfucker on the planet and not win Turtle Island now. So I think the eggs even the game up for small YouTubers to big YouTubers. Because some people out here got big bases and some people got smaller bases. But with the egg, it evens the playing field, you know, and makes a little player just as powerful as a big player. There needs to be humor. Exactly, Dolly. So sad. I've heard stories like that. Okay, Dolly is the most genuine streamer. He's a guy you cannot take things seriously 24/7. With men, it's the damn internet. I accept that, you know, I am a character in a real live damn soap opera, you know, on the internet playing out. Just as long as you treat me as a real person, you know, it is what it is. I know that's weird because most people you see on TV or something, people don't look at them as real people. I'm a real dude. Okay. I also play a character on the internet. All right. That's myself. I play me on the internet. Why play if you're not going to be a good sport in the game? I don't know. I think people they take it as just stupid at first, and then start playing it and get into it, you know, and then they in it. Look, if it can be just dumb as hell to some people, right? But if you having fun doing it, what does it matter how dumb it is to other people, right? So I think the people that want to have fun with it make the game fun. Some people just kind of sit in there. Some people share it with their channels. They get into it. They've been replaying it, making videos after party Turtle Island things. That is cool. That is cool. That just shows me people are getting into the game and the concept is something different, you know. Um, yeah, I like it. Well, look, people have taken, you know, getting kicked off the island in different ways. Some people like getting kicked off the island. Some people don't want to be on it from the start. Okay. I've heard people be like, I'm glad I got kicked. I didn't want to be on this dumbass island anyway. Right. Because some people are kind of there by force. They ain't, you know, they didn't say, hey, I want to be here. So they're kind of there, you know, like we keep Cabbage up there to be a kicking post. Somebody got to kick her. Right. We got to remind her of who she is. So she still ain't left the island. She'll be there tonight. Y'all can vote her too. Okay. You vote her, you get an extra vote. So it is what it is. The internet is like the Wild West. Okay. MJ says, I sleep in my shades. I need a pair, Dolly. Well, all you got to do is go to buydollysoap.com, get you some Dolly Vision because you ain't seeing unless you're seeing in Dolly Vision. Okay. We talking UV protection. We talking the sun won't damage your eyes. This is when people colonize Mars, all of them are gonna be wearing Dolly Vision. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. Dolly Vision. Part of the space program. All right. How you think they see in space? Dolly Vision. Or are you still having the Dolly Vision Awards show? We may not. Okay, we may not have the award show. We may have the award show right after New Year's. Okay, but not before New Year's. So we'll have our 2023 awards going into 2024. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do a little thing, but nothing super, super major. We're gonna give out a few awards for a few different things. Um Cabbage gets kicked attached to a bungee. Okay. Well, anytime somebody's bitter and mad and angry at the world and they hate that you mention them, we got to make sure we mention them. The internet is like the Wild West. Wanted posters for creators, dead or alive, for a reward. Yeah, I think people are learning a little lesson today, And like I said, Cam and Allie, they kind of, they didn't steal it, but they kind of took advantage of this lady for $17,000. You got Cabbage out here stealing toys from kids. Now, if this shit don't seem like the Wild West to you, right? I don't even think in the Wild West people were stealing toys. I mean, they might have robbed some stagecoaches, but I don't think they were trying to rob Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Stealing out the sled and shit. I don't know which one's worse. All right, let's vote. Which one's worse? Cam and Allie scamming 17K off this lady, press 1. Or stealing kid toys from Tots, press 2. Which one's worse? Which one is the worst crime? The 17K or the stealing the toys from the kids? You don't need to know very much. She's a sea hag, old grimy ass, pterodactyl, Klingon looking ass woman. Trust me. You just have to trust me on that one. I see a lot of twos. Everything's twos. Worse than stealing $17,000 is damn stealing from kids. And I would 100% agree with everybody in the chat room. I think it's worse. That lady should have been a little bit smarter and realized, hey, let me cut these people off a little bit sooner. Them kids that are getting stolen from, they had no option in it. So I would say definitely that stealing from the kids is worse than what Cam and Allie did. But at the rate Cam and Allie going, they might not be around to pay the price. So hopefully some of their loved ones and things like this is going to help them. And look, I'm not discouraging any of cracking cases or Cam and Allie's people from helping them. Just make sure you help them the right way and not the wrong way. You go give these people money, they're going to do drugs. If you need to feed them, get them a gift card for food. If you want to make sure they got a hotel room, pay the hotel room directly. Don't, if you give drug addicts money, they're going to use it on drugs, of course. And if you think they're not, you're just foolish. Okay. And if you're doing that, you're enabling these people. And when we got to come up here and say, hey, we hate to tell you that Cam or Allie has lost their fight to addiction, don't be surprised. Okay. If you're out there feeding them into their addiction, don't be surprised when we deliver that news and be like RIP when you were sending them cash apps, when you could have helped them different ways. I want them to get help and I want people to help them. Just make sure you help them the right way. Does that make sense? I believe it was a collection of people. Karma is real. Absolutely, Dolly. If they stole 17K from some, oh, that moves so fast. Worse than stealing from kids, then I might have voted 1. Yes, Dolly. Not even that. All right. Just remember, look, be careful with everything this holiday season. And before I get out here, I want to tell y'all all this too, because I know most of my viewers are women. I know we're up there in age a little bit. And the holiday season, there's a lot of people don't have nothing. And there's a lot of people out there that'll hurt you for what you got. Okay? Just being honest with you, be safe. Make sure if you go out shopping, you park close to a store, underneath a light. If you can, take somebody with you, right? Don't the people will kill you over $5 these days. I swear it nothing. Be super careful because crime is really high around the holidays. People robbing people, people breaking into cars. Make sure you lock your vehicles. I'm sure I ain't got to tell you all this, but I just want to remind you, just in case you lived in a cave and you just stepped out into the fucking real world for the very first time, be super careful. Okay. It don't take for a second for somebody to hurt you or do something horrible. Just keep an eye out always, but especially around Christmas time. Okay. Because you may be walking out of the store with a present and somebody see that, follow you. Just be careful. Okay. A lot of crime, a lot of robberies, a lot of murders, I ain't trying to scare nobody. They happen right now. Okay. So even as a man, I'm weary of those things myself, even as a man. So I tell women this like, hey, be cautious because even as a man, I'm cautious, okay? Because I'm not special. Somebody can run up on me with a gun just like they can anybody. You know what I'm saying? So be super safe out there. Dolly loves you. If I don't see you between now and a Christmas, of course, Merry Christmas. Everybody that joined and donated to keep Dolly alive, thank you. I love you guys. You are the best. Couple lessons. Just say no. Okay. The first lesson. Just say no. All right. Just say no. You don't won't end up in a situation like we're seeing. Okay. And if you do not just don't say no and you chose to go down that path, don't drag everybody down with you by stealing, misleading, what is it, sad fishing or whatever it is. Don't drag people down with you like your ship is burning and y'all are trying to pull this lady down financially. Don't do that. And secondly, the most important thing in here is there's kids out here without none. So make sure that, if you can, go out, give to Toys for Tots, but make sure you do it in your community, in your city. Don't send it to a YouTuber. Okay. There's no reason for that. If you want to help your community, you can do that right in the city, in town that you live in. Okay. You don't have to third party something so somebody gets some credit or anything like that. Worse than the 17K that somebody gave these people is when people are taking from kids. It's way worse. We can't have that shit. All right. Not on my watch, anyway. So if you took anything from this stream today, I hope you took that home with you. All right, I love you. Peace.